Sal.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Sure.
Dutchy. Nice to meet you.
There was one mission last time.
Immigration problems, wasn't it? Was it immigration?
Good man, how are you?
You're in this time, eh?
I'm in this time, yeah. I really enjoyed this. It's a really good show.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, how you been?
Fucking great.
Yes.
Yeah, lots has happened since the last time you was here.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I own the station now.
Do you?
Yeah.
How cool's that?
It's fucking great, yeah. I mean, it nearly went under and I was in a position where I went, fuck it.
What? Oh, it nearly went under.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I went, fuck it. You know what? I was selling my house because I'm never there. I'm always fucking out
Yeah, I saw you
and
were
working
selling that,
and all
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
And in the end, I fucking sold it, and some bad shit went down. It ended up getting me an extra 20 grand. The people who were buying it, I was already out. I was living in an hotel, and they fucking pulled out the day the money was going in the bank, so they lose their deposit.
Oh.
So I moved back in, and the day after, or the day before I moved back in, I left them this huge fucking barbecue unit. It got stolen, so I called the insurance company. They went, the picture of the one that we've got that looks similar is 8 grand, so fuck it. So all of a sudden I had an extra bit of cash. So the people who were, me and the other guys who were, I went, fuck it, I'll buy you out. And then off they went. So now we're looking good.
Now Dutchy's the king.
We love that. Good for you, my friend. That's great.
Kyle.
Excuse me.
Oi, give me a 30 seconds.
All right, let me turn everything off.
Don't let that guy you call the boss interfere with your entertainment. Chaotic Radio, chaoticradio.com.
Hello, and welcome to A Beautiful Disaster. This wonderful, wonderful Sunday afternoon for our special Sunday brunch with special duties. Dutchy the punk DJ, the legendary punk DJ, myself, Cat Monroe, Kyle back there in sound. Welcome, special duties.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What the fuck? I love Sunday shows.
Yeah, me too.
Because we get fucked up on a Sunday show. And we don't have to worry about going. Oh, yeah, we do. We have to worry about going to work.
Yeah, but not till tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
This isn't work. And we're live on the YouTube channel, too, so you can check us out there. You can give us a call, 909-360-8330, or you can download the app, kkrad.com, or do both.
I love it when bands come back.
Yes, this is the second time.
Yeah. How you doing?
Really well, thank you.
good, thanks.
Okay. We can't hang about. We've got to get to church.
This is the fucking church.
I saw this was
Hey,
the
the fridge is full of beer. What more do you want?
Exactly.
We got the Barbie going for you, especially.
Oh, that's great.
I'll tell you what, and I keep saying it, I feel fucking humbled because, you know, 2.5 years ago, I'd never done radio. And then I go back to the days of being 14, 15, 16 back home and being the little fucker in the crowd. And now I get to talk with all the boys who are on stage and go backstage every now and again.
And party with them and go on tour with them like
so I know, like we did with D-Mob, yeah.
Oh, great.
And it's living a fucking miniature dream, if you like. You know, I have to get back up Monday morning and go to work and shit like that. But don't we all?
Yeah, we do. We really do.
How long have you been over? When did you get here?
Wednesday. Yeah, my voice is sore. You can hear, can't you?
Well, I was
Wednesday.
turning your mic up. I thought it was the mic,
No,
but it's
my
you, is
voice.
it?
Yeah.
Fucking pussy.
21 songs.
Fucking hell, I was gonna. How many shows have you done?
2.
And how many shows have you
voice
got
is
left?
sore?
21 songs a night, but we've only got no shows left. That
We're
going
done.
home.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
You just came out here for 2 shows?
Yeah, we just came out to 2 shows and came back again.
How were the shows?
Awesome.
Amazing.
I saw you guys last year at the observatory when at the Constellation Room. It was an amazing, probably
you.
one of my best punk shows I've seen.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's
And
because there was a
last
lot
night
of
was as
younger
good.
younger
Yeah.
kids, and they
Yeah.
knew the lyrics, and they were huge. The patches on the shirt, they were huge fans. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, and
it
the same,
was really
was,
cool
same
to
was
see.
true yesterday. You know, they were
Yeah.
all
I was so
there.
bummed I missed it. Yeah, I
Oh,
had
that was
to
good.
work, but yeah, I was so bummed I missed
Yeah, it
it.
was good. Really good.
It amazes me the amount of old school bands that come out here.
Why
And-
would you not, though? Why would you
Exactly.
Well, you would because
not? It's so cool.
Well, what is the draw?
What is the what?
The draw to come out here.
Oh, the draw. Yeah.
The sun.
You
weather.
you guys, of course. No, the scene here is amazing. I mean, when we play it at home, it's great, but it's a lot of old guys. It's a lot of
It's
old
something
ladies.
else here.
Oh, there's more emerging
us.
young
It's-
musicians. Yeah,
punk,
there is.
Punk will never die. Certainly will never die here because it's been passed back a generation. Is how it feels.
Yeah.
So the guys that are young are as affected by all the things that are going on, and these guys want to stay.
Well, you obviously see it at your shows with the fans
Yeah.
that show up. Like I said, I was amazed that there was a lot. There were probably like 16, 17-year-olds know
Yeah.
all the words to all
Every
the
single
songs.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they've
So
literally
into
gone
it.
through high school.
Yeah.
And, it's just when they tell you the stories about that was how it was for us back in the day. Like
yeah, it was.
So
yeah.
you guys can really relate with your audience, and that's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Completely. This is the kind of thing we did. We were the weird kids at school that used to ride our bikes to school and listen to stuff on our headphones.
And now you have all the weird kids at your shows rocking out. Yep, it's
The
awesome.
alternative kids, it's a home. That's what punk's
Yep.
for. You know, we're all.
It's a
all the-
community.
yes, we're all the affected or unaffected, disaffected, whatever.
Disinfected. Yeah, I might have to disinfect afterwards. Yeah.
all of those kids that need disinfecting. Yeah,
Yep.
all of them end up at shows. Yeah, but that's what it's. That's what.
Do you
it's
get
like.
do you get as big a reaction back home, or is it bigger out here?
It's bigger here. It's
Way bigger.
Yeah, honestly, this area for us, when you see
Orange County, LA.
God, this is our home. When we come here, it's like nothing
That's
else.
so nice to hear. I like
Yeah.
hearing that from you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder where
really
it
is.
comes from. I don't, because it's amazingly like out of control
Yeah,
that bands from back there come over here. I mean, you played the main stage last night.
yeah, we did.
Right? It was packed.
We headlined.
Right.
How weird is
You-
that?
That's weird for you to headline?
You know what? It isn't now, but years ago. I mean,
Oh,
I was
okay.
talking to a guy yesterday who's in a band, and he was like, what advice can you give me? I said, don't give up. Don't give up. We were the band that no one listened to. We were the band that had 3 chords.
And now look at you.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's more like that. Please don't ever give up. Please don't ever give up. If nobody watches you, and then one person watches you, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
That's
to
how
us.
it happens, word of mouth a lot of times. But I know
Yeah.
back in the day, we used to hand out mixtapes of our favorite bands to
Yeah.
people, and that's how I learned about bands. Now they have the internet, and they pass links to each other.
Yeah.
That's the
And
same
the guy
thing.
yesterday was giving
Same
out
thing.
vinyl. He'd got 500 copies of his single, and he was, can I please give this
Yep.
to you? Can I please?
I
give
see
this
that
to
a
you?"
lot with bands these days, where they're giving out
Brilliant.
CDs and tapes and stuff. Always as many as you can, because that's how you get it. If it's good stuff, and they're going to buy it, they're going to eat it. They're
I
going
was
to eat
at
it.
Punk
Up.
Rock Bowling, and
Yeah.
some kid was standing there giving his
Yeah.
vinyl out, and he recognised me
That's
from
nice.
the radio, right?
That's
And,
nice.
and it's with Facebook and social media. And yeah, I wear those fucking peace sign glasses for a reason now, because they're all over
Yeah.
the Facebook page.
Yeah.
So the guy's gone, are you fucking Dutchy from Kaotic? I'm like, yeah. He's like, would you please play my fucking album?
Yeah.
It's a fucking 7-inch album. It's got 9 tracks on it. And it's the same. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Right.
Might be the same guy. Truly.
But I think I don't know if this is going to happen or it's already happening. We were talking about it yesterday. I think punk's never been stronger.
I agree.
And with the 40th anniversary, this year's being the 40th anniversary, and then obviously over the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to get bands like Exploited, because they didn't start until 79, I don't think.
yeah, I think
You know-
79, yeah.
You know, but other certain bands who came in that second wave of punk are having 40th anniversary
Yeah.
tours.
Yeah.
And it's fucking huge, because I remember going to see the Beach Boys' 25th anniversary and going, you fucking old bastards, right?
Now that's us.
Well, it's us plus another 15 fucking years, right?
All right, okay. Well, not for Stuart because he's older than everyone.
Yeah, I'm fucking over the hill.
But it's amazing how, as you get older, you don't think old is old anymore.
No.
And the
It doesn't
attitude-
matter.
But
It doesn't matter.
It
No,
shouldn't.
it doesn't. No, well, I don't feel old. None of these guys feel old.
I've got
None
no
of us feel
choice.
old. Oh, that's true.
But how
That's
could
a really
you,
good
how
one.
could you feel old, right, when you jump on a stage like you did yesterday?
Yeah.
Right, and what was it like yesterday? Because they had outside stages as well,
Yeah.
right? And it started, doors opened at 2, and it was an all-day thing, and
Yeah.
so many people were talking about the buzz about the fucking show was unreal.
Yeah.
And we had Narcoleptic Youth in the studio on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
They were good. Watch them. They were
Yeah,
very good.
they
great fucking band.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good band.
They're really good.
They-
Funny guys too.
they were playing as we turned up yesterday,
it
and
was
they sounded
perfect.
amazing.
Yeah, they were.
But they're going, look, you got to come, you got to come. But we had, unfortunately, we had other with other bands that we.
So we'll come back next year. If you
Yeah,
miss us next
you know?
year,
Yeah.
we're never coming back again.
But it's just, I don't know, it blows me away. Let's play some fucking music.
Cool.
Category.com, Beautiful Disaster Special Sunday edition with
Any
special
particular
duties.
track you want me to play?
I'll think about it.
Where all the
Definitely.
big boys gone?
No,
Saw the
I want
dogs.
you to play. Yeah, Stuart wanted you to play Slaughter and the Dogs. I want you to play New Rose by the Damned.
Oh no, I'm fucking talking your fucking songs. Not
Oh.
theirs. I'll play whatever you want. We'll play some Slaughter and the Dogs and some Damned. We don't
Yeah,
give a
that sounds
fuck.
good. Yep.
We don't give a fuck what we play. But I know a lot of people who are listening.
hear
We're
special duties.
looking forward to you
Okay.
coming on the
All right.
show.
We'll find
Right,
something.
so I'm
for it.
I'm just going to press the button on this one.
Okay. Okay.
You're listening to chaoticradio.com.
What you say?
And that was Police State by Special Duties on chaoticradio.com. Beautiful Disaster Special Duties Sunday Brunch.
Started in 77.
Yes.
How old were you?
About 15 and a half.
Oh, like the kids that go see
Not
your
even
shows.
16. Yeah.
That's why it reaches, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you any good or were you fucking useless?
No, we were useless. Yeah. We were terrible. We really were. We went to watch the adverts and came home and said we could do that.
That's what we all did, isn't it?
Yeah, and we bought. I got my mum. I lived with my mum. We didn't have any money, but I convinced mum that she needed to go to a shop and put down 10 pence a week and buy me a guitar. And bless her, she did. And Steve's parents bought him an amplifier.
How much was the guitar? Do you remember?
Oh,
I say that.
£70 or something.
And what's that in
It
US
was,
dollars?
it's
it
about
depends,
$100
about
or something.
That and a half, yeah, something like that.
And the first time I did I played it in the garage, and I thought I was
You thought you were what, good or fucking really useless?
I thought I was really, really good, and I jumped up in the air to do a pogo with the guitar, and the guitar fell off the strap and fell on the tuning key and broke the tuning key, and I had it about half an hour.
You sat and then it sounded better after that.
Oh my god!
Then it was really punk rock.
Had a dent in it, and I had to tune it with a pair of pliers and turn it up. Oh my god! It was.
You tuned it? Fucking hell.
Well, sometimes.
A long fucking journey then, eh?
Yeah, really long journey, but a fun journey. And when we talk to people about that is what we get all the time.
Well, I'll tell you
People
what we
laugh about
didn't
it.
do. We forgot to do this. We didn't go around the room and introduce yourself because
True.
I got 3 old fuckers and then a kid in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm really a kid.
He's 35.
And then, what I was going to say, how
He has a
old were
baby
you in
face.
77? But I know he wasn't even fucking born.
No, that's 5 years before my time.
we were talking about that yesterday. We wrote Police State before he was born.
Wow, that's funny.
Bullshit crass. He was 5 months old when we wrote that.
I remember it then.
Yeah.
It's the first song he sang. So yeah, go around the room, tell everyone who you are.
And what you play?
I'm Steve, the vocalist, and you can tell by my crazy, screwed up voice.
I'm Dave, the bass player.
I'm Bart, guitar. I'm Stu, drums, and I was 18 in 77.
Yeah, he's the old guy.
You the old bastard.
He was the
So
big,
Stu,
ugly punk that we loved.
we were just talking while that was playing. You weren't here the last time the band came in
No, I wasn't.
because of immigration status.
Yeah.
What was that status?
They all kind of rubbed their heads as you asked that question. I don't know.
It's legal now out here, apparently.
I can't believe that we've now got the Trump administration and they actually let you in as opposed to kick you out.
Yeah. I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it, really?
What changed that they would let you in then?
I suppose 10 years 16 years have passed since they did let me in. I got for an interview at the embassy, managed to get a visa eventually. And
Did everything legal this time?
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Carl was with you last time, right? No, it was Carl.
Steve
was.
Stackhouse, the
Potato
drummer
Pirates.
for Pirates, yeah. Potato Pirates. Yeah, he was.
That's
here.
right. Potato Pirates are good.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, and they're a really nice bunch of guys as well.
So you've been to California, obviously, before.
Yes.
Stu, is this your first time in California?
First time here, yeah.
Really?
It's fucking great, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a lovely place, yeah. What I've seen, lovely desert.
In the desert.
You know what?
Denny's.
You haven't been to the beach yet.
But you,
No.
when I first got here, I was on a fucking Greyhound bus taking pictures of the desert going, that looks cool as fuck. Look, fucking cactus. Another fucking cactus.
You don't have cactus in England?
No.
Really?
Well, they're kind of more.
There's no desert in England,
Or,
right? Yeah.
they're like more cactus, and they're like more ornamental and kind
They
of
look a
house
little
plants.
bit
Oh,
strange in
okay.
the centre of London. Maybe a
Can't have
cactus in the centre of London.
Rains every day.
Saying that the way the climate's going, it won't be long.
Yeah, true.
So you only done 2 shows.
Yeah.
One at the observatory, and then Friday night you was
Friday
in
night,
San Diego, right?
yeah. Soda
How was that one?
That was good. Really good. It was packed. It was great. Yeah, but I mean, great for us. A great warm up for us, and great. I mean, we know the Brats, of course, but it was great to be with them. So
They're going to be in here later this afternoon.
Yeah.
lower class Brats.
I know, it's amazing we get a day like
Really
this in
good
the
show.
studio.
Yeah, really good
Yeah.
day.
Are you playing Rebellion this year?
No, the way it tends to work with Rebellion is we play 1 year on, 1 year off, just to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
So
There's
yeah.
a lot of bands I've heard that do that.
Yeah, and then so this year's a year off, and then next year will be a year on again. So yeah, so we'll
Good.
be
Next
playing.
year I'll go.
Yeah, go next year. Honestly, that is the wildest place ever. That's just odd. It's just punk by the sea. Very good. Very good fun.
It's funny you say that because it seems to be the 2 biggest punk festivals is Punk Rock Bowling
Yeah.
in 77, if you'd have told someone there's going to be 20 years of punk rock in Las Vegas, you go, fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Vegas, and it's the glitter, it's the fucking glam. It's like punk rock in Vegas.
Yeah, but in the UK, you know Blackpool, that's where it is. So,
Yeah.
And Blackpool, you know, it's an old northern seaside town, traditional seaside town, and it just gets taken over. Every guest house, every hotel
Punks.
is just
punks.
full of punks. And the landladies and landlords will tell you it's the nicest weekend that they ever do of the whole season, because it's always full of holidaymakers who screw everything up. Then it's full of hen parties, stag nights that screw everything up. With punch-ups, there's fights. The weekend that we're in town, it's peaceful, it's nice, and the
Peaceful.
landladies.
How about that? It's overtaken with punks and it's peaceful.
Yeah,
No nice
Because
fucking food,
everyone
though,
gets
is it?
along.
because
Because everybody's there for the music, too.
everyone's there
not
for the
to cause
music.
trouble,
Everybody,
not for anything else like
it's
that.
It's a
music,
place where
yeah.
everybody comes from. All the people from around the world get to meet each other once a year, and I'm sure it's the same in punk rock bowling.
It was the first
coolest
time
thing
I've
ever.
ever gone. I've never been to
It's
Rebellion
great.
either.
Have you not?
No.
that's-
One of my good friends is going, so I'm jealous. Becky, she's flying right now
Right
over
now?
us. Yep, on her way over there.
Well, when you get the report back,
I'm sure. I'll
it'll
see
make
the
you wanna
pictures,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is good fun.
Are you guys still recording?
Yeah, we are. When we're back, we're working on albums. So
New album.
What's your latest album?
the latest album is 77 in 97. That tells you something.
Yeah,
we're
20
a
years.
lazy bunch of guys.
Where can people buy it if they want to buy it?
Or anywhere. I mean, it really is. It's in most of the local record stores for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And of
Awesome.
course, it's now changing hands on eBay, and it's now changing hands.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
great.
So, yeah. It's great. But yeah,
It's collectible.
It's really collectible. 77 and 82 and 77 and 97. I mean, it's on vinyl, it's on
that's
CD.
rad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, this one is we're working on the next one. We have
Do you
the
have
songs.
do you have your original vinyls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Isn't it? Yeah.
But most of our original vinyls we always gave away. I think all of us gave away our original vinyls at shows. You know, people go, "Oh, can you sign this for me? Have you got another copy?" And you think, "Do you know the only copy I've got is my own?" So you gave away your own. So years and years later, when you suddenly thought, "I wonder if I've still got a no, I haven't got Punk Rocker, I haven't got Police State, I haven't got."
Wow, you
So you
give
then
them
go
all
back on eBay and you pay 30.
Pay over the top for your own shit.
Yeah, so
Getting
literally,
ripped off.
truthfully, and there's a couple of singles that I don't have that I've given away over the years that I still haven't got that I need to find. So you know, when I'm over here, I'm looking on eBay here to see if I can find them and stuff like that.
You won't find them over here.
No, and if I-
But you know why?
if I
Because
do-
everyone wants them.
Yeah, I found.
That's how all those kids know the music.
Yeah, bullshit crass. I saw it on a US site for $100. For God's sake, you know.
Unreal.
Wow, and you used to just give them away.
Yeah, we were giving them away, and so now I can't find one. Now I can't get hold of one. And if I do, it's either $100 here or £50 at home, which is about $75.
And your
I've got
music.
50 of them, Steve.
He's the fucker selling them.
He's the one on eBay with them all. That's why he drives a nice car.
And he faked
Pays it
your
off with the
signature on
records,
it as
yeah.
well.
Yeah,
He's a stamp.
He said, he's like, Steve Duty will pay for them. He'll buy one of them. If I put them up there long enough, Steve will buy one.
What was your first singles? What was the first stuff you released? How old were you?
We released our first stuff in '79, guys.
Don't look at him. He wasn't born.
It was important.
I have no recollection of
He was always drunk.
released it.
79, yeah. We released Violent Society on a little record label, Charnel House, and that one's super, super rare. I think there's probably only 1,000 copies of that. We wrote the lyrics, we typed the lyrics on a typewriter. Get us, that shows how old we are. And then we I think we've rank Xeroxed them because there wasn't photocopies then. We rank Xeroxed them and put them inside, and then we distributed them. So that was 79. That was the first one. A recording on it was terrible, and then Rondelet Records came along and watched us at one show, and Andy Pasty were on that same label, and so we then got taken by them, and then we released a handful of singles with them. But yeah, around 79 was the first time we finally got ourselves on vinyl.
That was the fucking days, I tell you.
Yeah.
There's a band the band that I saw that finally got us to go, fuck it, we're going to pick up guitars and play was a band called Crisis.
Yeah.
Do you know Crisis?
No
Yeah.
Crisis, yeah.
And I just got word that they are just reformed for the 40th anniversary.
That's great, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah.
They played London not long ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
Fucking great band. The lead singer, the original lead singer I went to school with. Right,
is
but
that?
he was his name was Fraser Tolman, but he was only in the band for maybe 6 months because he was so fucked up on drugs. And then the other kid came in and they made it. I wouldn't say they made it big time, but with technology and with computers and all that shit, all of a sudden I'm sitting over here in California 30 fucking years later, and boom, on iTunes, I'm like, get the fuck out. Everything remastered, everything redone. I had all their original vinyl. It was funny. We had fucking Ross Lomas sitting in the studio with us.
It was like 2 weeks ago, yeah.
The very first time he came in, I had the Crisis album just sitting down there, and he's like, "You have the original?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "No, it's not there now. It got stolen."
Oh, that's one of the ones that got stolen?
Yeah.
Bummer.
But he said, if it's an original one, that's me and so from GBH.
Jocko.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they was on the liner inside, and they were
really young.
a Rock Against Racism show, and Crisis were getting ready to release it, and they said, just pull your fucking bandanas up around your face, and I pull it out. He goes, get the fuck out! What a fucking memory. He said, I'd never even thought of that, and you
That's
hit,
brilliant.
yeah, you go through life, 40 years of what we've done,
Yeah.
You said the first single was Violent Society.
Yes, it was.
Fuck it. Let's play it.
ChaoticRadio.com. Beautiful Disaster.
This is from the album 77 and 97.
Special Duties.
Don't wanna be part of society, don't wanna waste my life away. I don't think I learn it, politics, I live from day to day in a violent society. Is this the way it's meant to be? Violent society, a better future I can see. I'm going to the jail forever, I'm told to watch just what I say. But what kind of life is this I am if I can't live my own way? It's a violent society. Is this the way it's meant to be? Violent society. A brighter future I can see. Don't wanna be part of society, don't wanna waste my life away. I don't think I learn it, politics, I live from day to day in a violent society. Is this the way it's meant to be? Violent society, a brighter future I can see.
Hello.
Why did you laugh when I played that song? When I started playing it, you started fucking giggling and looking at it.
Well, yeah, because it's just not the sound quality we was after. You know,
And it ain't me drumming either.
we found it hard to achieve that power that we wanted because we didn't know anything about the gear we had. So, just experimentation over the years, and then we got the more powerful sound that we wanted because we didn't know what we was doing.
So you've got, because I've got all your albums here.
Yeah.
Right? Is there another album that's got the same song with the sound that you want now?
No, we recorded. I think we recorded Violent Society twice and didn't get the right sound on that. But when you play things like Police State, which you played earlier, we got that right. We got the right producer in as well. We got the GBH's and Discharge's producer in
Mike
to
Stone.
do that. Mike Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave us the right sound, and that helped.
You play that live though.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
And-
we played that one live. We played that at the end of the set, and we get the sound right for that.
I was gonna say, when you fucking play that, it must go fucking crazy.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's the last song for a reason. Everybody loves it.
I was watching the videos that people posted last night.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
We
haven't seen any yet.
No?
No, we got flat.
I have to
flat
look because I know their shows are great and I like watching the audience in your
Yeah.
shows. So.
Well,
Did it look good?
it looked fucking great.
Oh,
The,
did it?
the pit was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was stood on the. Oh, I nearly fell off. I was walking on the
silly
front.
On that parapet at the
Honestly,
front.
I
doing
kept
that
jumping
there?
up on there like I was 16 years old. And when I jumped up on there the last time, I nearly fell off. That'd have been hilarious. Must be arm or something.
Well, when we played the Constellation Room last year, you fell over.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that one there. Yeah, that was such a good show, though. Like I said, the pit was just crazy.
Oh, it was
It's
crazy
great.
last
Yeah, that's why I
night.
stood in the
My
back,
God.
and I got bumped a few times anyways, but it was fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It blows me away. I keep saying it, and I won't stop saying it because we've been on this journey.
Yeah.
That punk bands create so much energy now. I think, I don't know, and this is just an opinion, and I've been saying it recently because I'm feeling things change over the last year. You recorded a new album, right? Yeah. We had Ross in here from GBH last week, and he said they're doing the same. They're just finishing it up. And so how do you rate that album against albums that you've done over the last 30 years? How do you rate yours, the one that you're doing now?
Do you know what's really, for a while, we didn't record because we struggled to get exactly the authentic Special Duty sound that we were after. You know, we've got some real classic tracks that when we play, people absolutely love it. What I absolutely hate when I go to watch bands myself is they say, oh, here's a new one, here's a new one, here's a new one. And you think, no, do you know what? I really want to listen to this song that I've loved for 30 years. I've loved this song for 20 years. Play that. Don't play me all your new stuff. So it's really difficult when you're writing new stuff. But truthfully, when we've been together and we've been recording, because it's 3 of the original 4 members of the band, it works really well. So the authentic sound, it's the original guitarist, it's the original drummer. I'm the original bass player, and now I'm on vocals. So it's just easy for us to write stuff that sounds like the stuff that we did years ago.
I love that. The authenticity in it is very important. And I think that's why the kids like it too, because they can imagine what it was like to be back then.
Yeah.
And to hear like you know how when you grew up that they can imagine it, and that's what they want.
Yeah.
You know,
they do.
They want to feel it, and they probably feel it.
And they don't want to hear us, you know, well, we've changed. We play. No, they don't. We write songs, and it would be the same kind of songs. The lyrics are the same. The meanings are the same. It's still a screwed up world.
So the world's still fucked up, isn't it? So the lyrics are going to be
it's not getting any better anytime soon. So.
No, exactly. So when you people say, do you find it easy to write lyrics? Yeah, I mean, I think the world makes it easy. I think people like Donald Trump make it easy.
Especially these days. That's why all these young kids are getting so much music out there. Yeah, that's why it's good for punk right now, because everybody's purging it out with the music.
Yeah,
you know, and he's giving a lot.
He's giving everyone a lot of really easy stuff to write about, and at home as well. I mean, our government at home isn't much better, so it's easy to write stuff.
I noticed that because on my Thursday show, I have the DIY Unsigned Band show from around the world, and I do play a lot of English bands, and I noticed their political music is very similar to the lyrics of our political music.
Yeah.
With the things that they sing about. Yeah, it's
for
really
sure.
You'd think they were talking about here. You know?
Yeah, exactly that.
With the healthcare and everything. Yeah.
So it's just
it's identical.
Easy.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's so easy. So musically, some of the stuff that Bart will write, some of the stuff that he'll bring through on guitar is just it's just so cool. I mean, I can't wait when we go home to put stuff down.
It's perfect time for you guys.
Yeah,
right
it is.
It is.
Yeah. And then we just have to then take 1 or 2 of those songs that we really, really love that just fit with the set, fit with the sentiment of what we wrote, 25, 30 years ago, and then just fit them in. We did it last night. We've got one song that we fit in. We don't have it recorded anywhere to let you guys have it.
But, all right, but they loved it.
Well, 2 songs.
Yeah, thank you, Dave, for correcting me. I really love it when he does that.
He's got a young, sharp mind. Steve.
I'm still
We forget
old.
shit.
We do. So we put 2 songs. Thank you, David.
We will.
Thank you, David. Dave.
Yep, that would be me.
And we're going to record that as well. Yeah. So we put 2 songs in, not 1, and and they both work. They fit. The sound, the theme of them fits. So.
Well, it's interesting when you were talking earlier about, you get there, I don't want to wear new shit. I don't want to wear new shit.
Yeah.
And then the other side of that is we need to be creative and write new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a catch-22 as a band getting on stage.
It is.
And doing it.
Yeah, it is.
If you sneak it in between 2 old classics and they're still going crazy, then you've got them.
Yeah, that's what we did last night. We didn't tell you this is a new one because I think when bands do that, you go,
it takes the fucking
it just
sucks
flows.
the fucking energy out of the room because we've all got that stupid ass fucking mindset of I don't want to wear new shit.
Yeah.
I want to wear your old shit.
Yep.
I want to wear your greatest hits. That's it.
They want a party time. Yep.
Yeah. But then when you watch everybody singing, you say this one's called You're Doing Yourself No Good, and you see everybody's hands go in the air, and you watch everybody singing every single word. You think, that's why we come this far.
Yeah.
Because if people, it means, we played Mutt last year and people were crying. People were so happy that we played that song. I've got video footage on YouTube of a girl in the crowd with taking, and she's just beside herself. It's
Because
just,
it's probably the only one time she'll ever hear it live
yeah,
like that.
we hadn't played it for
That's
30 years or something, or 25 years or something. So,
probably triggered a memory or something. You never know, you know?
Yeah, something she used to listen to at high school, and she never thought she'd watch a band ever play it again.
Yep.
So yeah.
I got no sound on this, right? So, but while we're talking, right?
I saw her in the crowd. I know exactly what
Yeah,
she
Nicole,
does.
she's really cool. She comes,
Yeah.
she supports a lot of shows.
Yeah.
She supports everything.
Hi, Nicole, if you're listening,
her and
Nicole
her
Hunter.
friends,
Yeah.
I could pull it up on a phone or on one of these computers.
Oh, this is the Brats. Yeah.
But is that the Brats? Was
That's
that,
the Brats, yeah.
I didn't scroll down, but
Yeah.
she's got another one on there, and it was Mutt you were playing.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my god, you have no idea how fucking happy I am they're playing Mutt."
Yeah.
Right. And
Incredible, huh?
It was the pit itself was just like.
Yeah.
That's, like I said, that's one of the pits that sticks out of my mind was your pit. And I've been to a lot of shows, and that was
Yeah.
the one. It's when they sing the songs, it's not only are they singing, it's the emotion that they get, which
Yeah.
you don't see that in punk rock.
No.
Not usually.
No.
They just let it all out. It's
Yeah,
great.
they do. Yeah.
And exactly what you say. So when you watch people literally crying and the girls hugging themselves, like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
That's got to be like a rock star moment.
It's just, do you know what?
Rock stars only dream of that stuff, to look down and see girls crying while they're singing their songs. That's like Elvis stuff. Come on.
I know.
It's not just girls, though. I've had blokes crying.
Yeah, next you're going to have like the panties and bras thrown at you.
Oh, okay then.
Go on,
It might
then.
just be me, but you know.
Okay.
Don't give me
Well,
that
you're-
look at you.
You're gonna throw yours at them.
Maybe.
Do it.
Hey,
Take a break right about now.
Oh, boo.
Who wanted Slaughter and the Dogs? What song you want?
Wherever all the boot boys gone.
Oh, brilliant song.
You listen to CaoticRadio.com, beautiful disaster special Sunday show with special duties. And Dutchie the Punk.
When I told you before, when I start setting songs up, don't fucking set me up and stop talking. You know, I'm
supposed
the
to be
worker.
ready.
I'm the
You're
fucking
supposed to be
worker. How could I be ready? I didn't even ask to come what he
You
wanted.
give us a call, 909-360-8330.
How'd you know I'm a cunt, eh?
CaoticRadio.com.
Wearing boots and short haircuts, and we will kick you in the gut. But now look, they've all grown up, and they drink tea in a cup. Some get married and settle down, others they leave for a foreign town. Fighting gangs every night, and we use sticks in a midnight. Where are all the big boys gone? I'm in Jacob Potential. Where are all the big boys gone? It looks like I'm the only one. Friday came, we go to a dance hall, battering stuff. We have a ball, we don't know what we've done. We go see a night cause we're having fun. We get released on pretty quick now, but I know I'm in a blue jail. I was the leader, oh I'm so proud. I hung in the gang, what a crowd. Where have all the good boys gone? I'm in charge of potential. Where have all the good boys gone? It looks like I'm the only one. Now it's been 5 years or more. I just don't know what for. I don't know what I am. I don't see I even down. I'm a this MOD. I'm a try to be me. I'm a listen, I'm a try. I'm a move, I move on down. Where are all the good boys gone? I'm in charge of potential. Where are all the good boys gone? It looks like I'm the only one. Come on! Yes! Come on! Come on! Get ready then! Where have all the big boys gone?
Chaotic Radio, because the rest is just a waste of time.
Penetrating voices going through my head. I haven't listened to a thing they've said. Always there waiting with the answers. Who won't suffer the consequences? Torn between the two, right or wrong, there is no answer. Don't tell me what to do. It's my choice. I'm taking a chance. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Penetrating voices going through my head. I haven't listened to a thing they've said. Always there waiting with the answers. Who won't suffer the consequences? Torn between the two, right or wrong, there is no answer. Don't tell me what to do. It's my choice. I'm taking a chance. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate, dictate to me. Don't dictate, don't dictate, don't dictate to
And that was Don't Dictate by Penetration. You guys were talking about that during the break.
Yeah, because you know what? We grew up with that. And Pauline Murray and Penetration, you know, you talk about great female punk fucking singers. And she was fucking right up there with it. They released a new album last year. And it kind of went away from what that... The Moving Targets album was, I'm going to say, one of the classics of all time.
Yeah, it was a classic. Definitely was a classic.
And I got really excited about the new one. And it was just a different sound. Not my cup of tea. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But that happened. Well, you was talking earlier on about, you know, excitement of your own sound.
Yeah.
The authenticity of it. Back in the day, and give me your take on it. I loved the fucking Clash. I loved the first two albums.
Yeah.
But once they went all fucking soft and reggae, I'm like, I didn't buy it.
Yeah. We were talking about that in the plane coming over. The first two albums I love. I mean, you know, Give 'Em Enough Rope is an album that I'll play regularly. The first Clash album is an album I'll play regularly. Stuart will listen to Sandinista. I won't.
I love reggae.
Yeah, so I don't like reggae. So for me, when I got to the Give 'Em Enough Rope, after that, combat rock.
And Joe Strummer had a lot to say.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so I'm with you. I think if you lose that sound, if you believe in your own hype, if you just get caught up in the dollars, yeah, then I think you lose something.
Do they though? Do they get caught up in the
Sometimes
dollars,
they
or
do.
are they just truly they're what we said, expanding, changing? I don't know, but I mean,
It's a difficult point, you know, and everyone will have a different view about
It
that.
could also be down to the label a lot of the time as well. It's like
They're under control, and that's what they have to do.
It's
Pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure.
Yeah, because some
from the
have
label.
pressure to write songs. You just got to put it out no matter what,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
contract that tells you have to write so many songs. And that's That's tough
You've
for
got
some
to write
bands.
so many songs, and you've got to kind of take this direction.
And if you're
to
not
pull in
inspired,
more
how do you
people.
do that if you don't have the inspiration?
I could never imagine Joe Strummer going, "Okay, record label, I'm going to do this."
I was just going to say, were you talking about the Clash then?
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine
I
that.
can't imagine that. I mean, I listened to the 101ers, and I never listened to them until 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The London Call 'Em Out album and Sandinista, now I fucking love. Or 20 years later, I
You
do.
grew into it?
But at that time, being a 15 and 16-year-old, when they released it, I went, "Fuck the Clash, fucking pussies, changing their shit. They're not a punk band
I
anymore."
probably said the
Joe-
same, Dutch. I
think
probably
we
said the
did,
You
same.
know what? It even took me time to kind of get into those albums. It's like, because it's like, well, this is not what I was expecting.
It was
Yeah.
just a different. It's a complete.
It's kind of
yeah.
completely different, and it's kind of got those extra edges to it with different influences and.
But there's bands have never changed, and you're one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but in all fairness, Dutchy, we do write stuff that we later discard because it just naturally evolves,
Yeah, we
comes
do.
out. We try it, we play it. If it don't sound like but it's there, but we discard this stuff. So it's not written.
Yeah,
We-
we've probably
we don't-
got
we just
20
dump it.
songs. I would say, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Bart, but I'd say we've probably got 20 songs that we've played, and we've got to that stage where we think, shall we record it? And then we said, no, do you know what?
So you kind of
It's just-
filter
I would
through
say,
it all
is it
once you have
special
it
duties?
done.
just feels a little
It's
bit
not.
too commercial. It's a little too poppy. It's not as raw. It's not just something about it. I mean, you can't
it's
put your
still
finger
there.
on it.
Is
It's
it because you don't want to ruin your reputation, if you
No,
like?
not so
or
much
is it
that.
just because you?
Well, no, because we want to give people what they want.
Yeah, you
We
play-
don't want people doing the same as what we've been talking about, listening to our stuff and thinking, "Oh, that's shit."
Yeah.
we want them to like the stuff we do, so we're pretty conscious of making it, trying to get it where it wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, believe us, we play the songs. I mean, we play "You're Doing Yourself No Good." We play, songs like that you just think, oh, we just love them. We still love them. You know, it's a pleasure for us to play them because we still love them as songs. So you want to be able to look back and say, I wrote that 10 years ago and I still love it.
See, that's good because I hear a lot of bands that have really good songs out there, and they're like, I don't like it. I don't like playing it, but everybody else likes playing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I likes hearing it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I can tell you're passionate about that as well,
Yeah,
right?
he is.
And it means
it really is.
yeah, but it does. It means a lot.
But the other stuff we write, we might like it, but it might sound like the fucking Ramones, which there's no complaints about that. But it's not us,
Right.
So it's not saying it's a bad song, but it's just not where it's gonna.
Yeah.
people aren't going to hear it and say, "Oh, it's special duties," and that's what you want. You want people to
Yeah.
hear it and say, "Oh, it's special duties."
You want that straight.
You
want
to stay right in your sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
There's a
sometimes
lot-
until you finished it, you don't know.
No, that's true. And there's a lot of bands don't stick by that. A lot of bands will go, that could make us some fucking money, even though it don't
for
sound
sure.
like us,
Yeah,
you know?
for
And
sure.
to me, you know what? I understand that side of the music industry, you know? And a band will get that one big hit and then go, we're going to do another fucking 20 songs like that,
Yeah.
even though it's not us. And,
Yeah.
You know?
But we know we're never going to get that one big fucking hit.
hang on
we're
a
a bunch
minute.
of realists.
Hey, take a look at last night.
Oh no, yeah, right.
That's right.
You
You
know-
headlines last night.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and every year we come back, it gets bigger and better.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
actually, you're right. I think sometimes we. I remember last year when we finished the show, Bart and I just sort of got back to the room and sort of looked at each other and said, "Did that really happen? Did that really happen?"
It's that surreal for you?
Yeah, really.
That's what I said last night. Like, exactly the same
Yeah,
thing as I
Stu,
said last
we-
night.
we
Fuck
were-
me, did that happen? I'm
Did that really
58.
happen?
Did that fucking happen last night?
That must feel
Stu, you
so
said
good.
that. You said that was the best show you've ever done.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, because
it was the
it-
people, the
come
crowd,
out-
the people talking to us, the people that came up to me last night and were stoked that we're here and telling me the lyrics and stoked that they're having a beer with us and
Yeah, we
fucking
bought
guys
I bet
guys.
that made their
crying.
night.
Blokes
Yeah.
Yeah, we
crying,
went and
you
got
know?
them some beers, and they were
Fucking-
like, "Can we have a beer? Can we buy you a beer?" And we went, "No, we get free beer. Let us go and get you beer."
blew my
We got
mind.
Free
Oh,
beers
really?
for the
Blew my
punks. Yeah. So we went backstage, got them some beer, and brought them forward and gave them some beer, and they were like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" But for
Oh,
us, that's
you
just
made their like
yeah,
year.
but
Yeah.
but you know what? That's what it's
We've
about.
always done that.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
have.
we've
We've
always
always.
It's the thing you do.
But
People
that's what
say-
it was, though, isn't it? There's no fucking us and them. We're all one, aren't we?
No, but it's
It's a
the young.
community.
It's the
Yeah,
young.
definitely a community.
Do you know, I'll tell you a funny story. Last year when we played Rebellion, we were here in the June, and then we played Rebellion. And some guys and some girls said, "We're coming over after that show that you came to." They said, "We're coming over and we're going to be in Rebellion. Where will you be?" And I said, "Oh, I'll just be knocking around. I'll be around. Just come and find me. No problem." They said, "What? You'll be walking around the streets? What? You, Steve Duty?" You'll be? I said, "Come on, I'm just a regular guy." "No, you're not. You're Steve Duty." I said, "Come on, come on. I'm a regular guy. It'll be fine." We were walking down the street in Blackpool, and these 6 crazy bastards came running. "Oh my God, it's Steve Judy. And I had my son with me, and they came and just leapt on me. And were like, oh my God, he's real. He's really here. He said he'd be walking around the streets, and he's here. And you think, and that for them was just odd. And for me, people in the street were stopping, going, "Who the hell's this guy?"
How old's your son?
He's 25.
And so, what was he thinking of that?
Oh, they said to him, "How does it feel to be Steve Judy's son?" And he's like, "He's just my dad." He went, "He's not just your dad. He's Steve Judy." He was like, "Oh my God."
That's the best. That's the
hilarious.
best. Yep.
That's just so funny. Yeah, real funny. So it means a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It means a lot to
totally
people.
does, yeah.
So to be yourself and to be, you know, just ordinary and just regular. But like Bart said, we always done that. If we had free beer, we would literally take the free beer on stage and throw it out to the crowd.
That's awesome.
So we get riders and we throw
On
it
a
out
piece
to
of
the crowd.
elastic.
Look at what you nearly had.
A yo-yo beer.
Yo-yo beer.
Let's
And some of the other bands
could've
beer
won.
sometimes.
Oh yeah, we like doing that. We like going into theirs.
Never had
when,
beer.
when we yeah.
Give away everybody else's beer.
Oh yeah, we'd go back, especially if it was bands that we didn't like. We can't mention any of those. But if we didn't like,
Yeah,
the
you
band-
can. You can mention.
No, we can't. No. Do you know what's really
No, 'cause we
funny?
stole their beer.
No, do you know what? Years ago, we didn't used to like Antipasti, and then you know what? You get to know these guys, and they're just like us. They're really nice guys, but at the time they weren't. They kind of were the big band on the label, and they weren't good to us. So when we ever played on a stage with them, we always used to go into their room and steal their beer and give it to people. So that was funny.
That's the way it
hilarious.
fucking should be,
Yep,
though.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's funny how you grow up or you mature, if you like, whatever way we want to call it. You know,
Fucking grown up.
They're still stealing beers. What are you talking about?
Well, no, but I was
beer
talking.
away.
I wasn't talking about them. I was talking about Antipasti.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because they can be total dick. Like you said, you know what? If you're 20 years old and you're the fucking main band on the label, guess what? possibly going to be a fucking
What's the
dick.
ego fest?
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
right
Fuck
there.
off.
Big ol'
You're
ego
not
fest.
taking our beers. You're not sharing our studio. No, you can't
No.
use our mics because we're big time and you're nobody.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that was funny.
And then 40 years later, maybe, you know, it changes.
ego settles
it
down a
fucking
little
does,
bit,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Kev the drummer and I
Yeah,
are really
Kev.
good friends. I mean, he's a really good guy. Yeah, so they you know, you just realise.
You get humbled after time.
Yeah, you do. You realise he's just a regular guy like us. So.
Do you do the European? The German, because the Germans
have
fucking
done.
love punk,
Yeah,
don't they?
we haven't done it for a while. In fact, actually, there's a big promoter over there who wants to put us on in Punk and Disorderly next year. So yeah, we're just negotiating that at the moment. See if we can do that. In Berlin. That'd be amazing.
I got to go back to Europe and go. I haven't been to a punk show in Europe since fucking hell. I don't know. Can't even
Really?
remember.
You guys should
Since you were a wee lad?
So here's the deal. Next year, I don't know if Andy from D-Mob and the guys are playing, but next year you should try.
Yeah,
and get
they are
back.
playing next year,
Well,
yeah.
you should. Both of you should go back.
Yeah, we talked about doing field trip next year for Rebellion.
definitely.
Go back to
Yeah.
Rebellion.
We were going to go this year, but just couldn't afford it. So next year.
Go back and then come back with it to the show. And
This
tell
year I
everyone
did.
all
I
about
think
it.
what I'm going to do is I might just rotate punk rock bowling and Rebellion each year.
Yeah. That was
the
Just
way to
get
do
punk
it.
rock bowling and then go to. But punk rock bowling, you can get away
You can
with
go
going
to
with
punk
no
rock bowling
money.
anyway. It's only 3 hours.
Yeah,
down the
you can go with
street.
no money
exactly.
to punk rock bowling. And
No,
still be
you
cool.
couldn't go with no money because you got tits and fucking arse. I can't go with no fucking money.
Just
Fucking
saying.
hell, I can go with no money.
Don't they like your accent out here then?
That's
Not as
right,
much as they
Jackie.
like her tits, no.
I can understand.
Yeah, now. I'm going to play a song. We're going to go to break. We're going to fill up on new beers and new wines.
Yes.
Do you know what? I do want to give a shout. I got Sal from
Yes,
Sal's
we have
Photos
Sal. Say hi,
sitting
Sal.
in the studio.
How you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic, my man. I'm glad you came over and visited us.
Yeah,
Sal's
me too. This is really good.
the punk rock
This
photographer.
feeds my soul.
Oh, it's what it's
Yeah,
about.
he
You
was
know. We had a great. It didn't turn into the best incident in the world last week, right? But we
Oh
was
my
at the
God.
Dead Kennedys at the House of Blues, and I
And
said
you
to
thought
Sal,
you were 17.
I fucking felt like I was 17. I said,
Are
Sal,
you not?
You look like you were 17.
not 70, not 70.
Oh, 17.
So I says to
17,
him,
yeah.
hey, I've never done a stage dive.
Oh, Jesus
Right?
Christ.
You see where this is going.
You
So I
silly
tried to
old
get on the
bastard.
stage, right, and it was kind of high for a little fucker. And security grabbed me and threw me back in the crowd, and I'm like, Sal, they got steps on the other side of the stage. I'm going up there. So I tried to get on there, and security got me again, but this time the fuckers roughed me up, and they knocked me out and ended up in the hospital. Right? And so now I'm trying to set up a real, like a fucking staged stage dive. So the fucker can grab me doing that. But we had some beers then, and I had some beers, and the man takes the most amazing
Yes, he
pictures. I
does.
never forget the first time.
Fantastic.
It was the first time I've been at a show when someone put a camera in my face, and I went, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" Then I went,
Fuck off, everyone.
Then you realize you're supposed to pose.
Yeah, and then the
Feed
night,
the
and the
camera.
night before that was the first time I'd been to a punk show with my daughter. We went to see the Misfits, right? And she was punking out. She's like, Dad, come in the pit, come in the pit. I'm like, no, I'm too old. She said, no, you're not. So I ran in the pit, stood on someone's spilt drink, and ended up in the fucking hospital that night as well. KaoticRadio.com. I've got special duties in the studio.
Yes, a special Sunday brunch, beautiful disaster. Later on, we have a lower class brats in.
Are you drunk already?
No, I'm not.
Fucking
No.
hell. You want me to say it for you? Lower class brats.
Yes, with Ryan Pena and the Black Lung Show. Oh, he's got the shirt on.
Yeah.
Ultra violence.
Yep.
Hey, and if anyone does want to come down if you're in the area, fuck it. Everyone's
We're gonna be
welcome. We're going to
barbecuing.
barbecue. We're going to fucking drink. Bring your own beers. Actually, now bring me some fucking beers.
Yes, bring
us some beers.
BYOB. Bring you bring some
your own
meat.
beer. Bring your own meat. Oh.
I got a feeling inside of me. It's kind of strange, like a stormy sea. I don't know why, I don't know why. I guess these things have gotta be. I've got a new rose, I've got a good. Yes, I knew that I always would. I can't stop to mess around. I got a brand new rose in town. See the sun it shines. Don't get too close or it'll burn your eyes. Don't you run away that way. You can come back another day. I got a new rose, I got a good. Yes, I knew that I always would. I can't stop to mess around. I got a brand new rose in town. I never thought this could happen to me. I feel so strange. Oh, why should it be? I don't deserve somebody this great. I better go, or it'll be too late. I got a feeling inside of me. It's kind of strange, like a stormy sea. I don't know why, I don't know why. I guess these things have gotta be. I got a new rose, I got a good. Yes, I knew that I always would. I can't stop to mess around. I got a brand new rose in town. Whoa! Walk downtown on a Saturday morning. I got nothing to do, it's really boring. I can't find nothing to do, so I stop to think of you. I think of you.
Don't let that guy you call the boss interfere with your entertainment. Chaotic Radio, chaoticradio.com.
Walk downtown on a Saturday morning, I got nothing to do, it's really boring. Got the money, just got a job, what a fucking nice. Everybody on the people out of work, what a fucking nice. But it ain't your fault, it's got choice and it's right. No, it ain't your fault, it's got choice and it's right. Come on, do I change myself, that's right. Come on, what can say that I fine, like yourself straight, fine, and it's not for you and me. I don't go for another year, what's the fucking use? It's just another year, out of work, what's the fucking use? When it ain't your fault, it's got choice and it's right. No, it ain't your fault, it's got choice and it's right. Come on, I take myself, that's right. Come on, what they say that right. Fine, like yourself straight. Fine, a new life for you and me, a new life for you and me. Job, what a fucking mess. Everybody on the people out of work, what a fucking mess. But it ain't your fault, there's countries in a state. No, it ain't your fault, there's countries in a state. Come on, let's change what's right. Come on, what they say that right. Fine, make yourself straight. Fine, a new life for you and me, a new life for you and me, a new life for you and me.
This is Dave Klein from Agent Orange. You're listening to A Beautiful Disaster on chaoticradio.com.
You ready?
Yeah. Johnny is fine, I know what's right. It's gonna go out on town tonight. Down his local for a couple of pints. Then I'll turn him off for the rest of the night. Ooh, oh, 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 punk rocker. Ooh, oh, 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 punk rocker. Johnny is smart, he's back in town. Now Bird's got good in town. Checks himself, Gary looks just right. Johnny's going out on the taxi line. Oh, 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 punk rocker. Oh, 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 punk rocker. Stand there, won't see his favourite band. Kind of logo in his hand. Leave my dance on when I'm not. Johnny loves to stay looking right. Oh, 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 punk rocker. 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 Oh, 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 punk rocker.
Chaoticradio.com. That was Punk Rocker by Special Duties. And we have Special Duties live in studio today for our special Sunday brunch.
Why you say that so sexy? Huh? If you're going to say it that way, you should be naked. I won't look.
Maybe the show's not over yet, so clothes might come off. You never know.
But that is the fucking 77 in 83, 77 in and you've got that in a lot of your
Yeah.
82, Dutchy, 82.
No, that one's from 77 and 83.
It is, yeah. Because that's
Because that's what me and him was talking about. So that's why it took us so long, because that's why you're back there and we're up here.
Gotcha. All right.
It was 82.
That was an EP? That's only got 2 tracks on that
No,
one.
it was a very short EP. Almost like a single EP.
Did you ever do cassettes?
Yeah, we did. First thing we ever did was on
I'd
cassette.
love to have one of those cassettes.
Yeah, so
I'm
would
starting
we.
a little old collection.
So would we.
Honestly.
You can get one from Bar. He's
Yeah.
selling one.
50 of those as well.
Part's got 300.
$50 a piece.
Yeah, 100.
I kept everything.
Yeah.
Classic fucking English punk right there. That's the way I hear it. you
Yeah,
know?
me too.
It's different over here.
It is.
A totally different fucking sound. And I'm getting used to meeting people who call me.
We're getting used to it.
They go,
Finally.
how the fuck could you not know that? And I go, I'm sorry, I didn't grow up over here.
Yeah, of course.
But now, I don't know, some of it I still don't like. I don't like Black Flag. I think they're fucking useless.
Oh, it's one of my favourite songs. $35 and a 6-pack to my
No,
name.
don't get me wrong. I mean,
6-pack.
they released 6 albums and I like 3 songs, so the ratio's not good. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not great, is
You
it?
know?
There came a point where they went to shit.
But no, but you know
According
what?
to Dave. Thanks, Dave.
My point is not that. My point is
Allegedly.
it doesn't matter what I think. That's just my personal
Of course.
taste. Because around this area, there's been so many big time bands. I mean, they grew up in this scene, and I say all the fucking time, God, I wish I'd grown up here in that scene. And
Yep.
they go, "You fucking stupid. You grew up in London."
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
The grass is always greener,
outskirts,
yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But I think we're in a place in the world where the punk scene is bigger and better. I would challenge anyone to tell me they got a better punk scene than we got right here in Southern
They
California.
haven't.
I think
It's
you're
a
right,
vibrancy.
you're right.
It's all about vibrancy. If you take back to 77 or 79, whatever, in England, you had a colourful, vibrant, new scene.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, and then we come back over here, it's like winding the clock back because you've got young people, a colourful, lively, vibrant scene. It's fantastic.
What's it like over there now? Because I haven't been there
It's
for so
shit.
long.
Is it really?
Do you not
Yes,
have
it's-
you
yeah.
don't have a young punk scene?
No, we don't. No, we really don't.
No,
Which is a
it's a
shame.
depressing fucking scene sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a shame. You have brilliant things. You have Darren and Jenny Russell who run Rebellion. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and they're
different.
they're just lovely people. They're passionate about what they do, and they do a great job. Outside of that, you've got some great promoters in different cities and they put on great shows. But unfortunately, the people don't come. Unfortunately, it's people of our age that just get like, oh, yeah, I watched Special Duties last year. I'm not going again. So they just don't come, which is a real shame. So it makes us feel like we don't want to play in our own cities, in our own country, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
So
Well, I can kind of see where coming over here and doing what you did yesterday.
yeah,
Because that was a big fucking deal yesterday. That was
a
a
massive
big
deal.
fucking show,
Yeah,
That
it
was
really
so
was.
refreshing for us. It's refreshing is the only word you can put on.
Yeah, it's a great word to say.
Well, I know everybody likes you guys over here because as soon as we put Special Duties was going to be on the show, everybody just went nuts.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
It's fucking amazing. But Bart, going back to what you just said, that must pump you up to when you get back saying, this is so worth doing and doing more and writing more songs and recording more and
Without a shadow of a doubt, even on the night, you feed off the audience. So that makes you feel good. That makes you enjoy it. It comes out better. The whole thing works.
Yeah, for sure.
Where do you go at your age, right? No, I mean seriously,
Hospital,
because
probably.
Yeah, you know, Dutchy.
Fucking cemetery, innit?
Cemetery. People are dying to get into the cemetery. You know that.
You already know the answer to that.
Well, I asked that in a way because I'm doing the same shit. Where do you go? Are you just following what's happening, right?
Yeah, do you know what?
You go with the flow.
Yeah, and we're really lucky because Ron, as you know, Ron from Lower Class Brats looks after us over here. So through Crawl Space Booking, he looks after us, and he's done a great job. He's very careful where he puts us. He's very careful where he sends us. He won't send us anywhere where we shouldn't be. By that I mean, if some guy running a hipster show wants to just have a punk band, oh my God, let's have Special Duties. Yeah, that's not somewhere we're going to turn up. Yeah. So we're going to turn up at the right shows, and maybe there are some bigger bands out there that go, you know what, it'd be great to have Special Duties supporting us. Maybe we'll do that next. That's the kind of cool stuff that we could do. And maybe we'll take some up and coming bands.
Yeah.
I think there's two things to do. There's feed off some other guys' audiences. We'll pull some crowd. You know, it works well to work together and to bring some new bands along with us. You know, we did that last year with the Pirates. They have a great reputation over here, the Potato Pirates. But it was great for them to come and feed off our crowd as well. And it worked really well. Really complemented each other. So those are the kind of cool things we need to do.
Is there anything you want to do? Is there a band you'd want to like possibly tour with? Like a
if you could tour with anybody.
Wow. That's a great question. Boys, any ideas?
Iggy Pop, I'd love to tour with Iggy Pop.
Me too. I could do something on the tour.
Yeah.
You better fucking do it soon.
Get naked.
She's in. Anybody else, guys? Anybody else you want to tour with?
There's too many, I think, isn't there? But it's hard to pin one down.
Yeah.
There's loads.
We mentioned Cock Sparrow last night.
I saw them in Punk Rock Bowling. They were amazing. I was really blown away with that show.
Go on.
They were really good.
We mentioned Cock Sparrow last night. I mean, that would be great for us. We'd enjoy that.
Yeah. There's another band, Cock Sparrow. They headlined the last night of Punk Rock Bowling.
They were so good.
I'm going to go back to the day. I'd never heard of Cock Sparrow in 77, 78, 79. Never.
Yeah.
They started showing up on Oi albums 10 years later.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going, that's a fucking good song. I miss those fuckers.
Yeah.
Right? And then ended up buying a couple of their albums and going, fucking hell, they're good. And now here we are, 40 years later.
Yeah.
And I see a parallel with you fuckers.
Yeah.
Right? When they weren't just good, they were fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going, I didn't buy a Cock Sparrow single. I didn't know they even existed.
No.
Did I miss something, or was that?
No, that was normal. I'm with you. I missed them as well. And then years later, I started buying stuff. And then
so you hadn't heard of them either?
Not really.
Same here as well.
You did, but they were an oi band. Is how we'd sectioned them off. They're an oi band.
You did like Dutchie, where you just put the wall up and then give them a chance.
They're not a punk band, and of course they are. You know, they're a great band. And
we're snobs.
You did the same thing too. I called you that before, punk rock snob.
Yeah, sometimes I did that. You know, I was like, that's not punk.
What does it have to do with the style or the area of the music, or
it was the way they looked, and it's the way that we looked. You know, I had a mohawk. I had different colour hair. Stu had pink hair.
It's a fucking Mohican, not a mohawk. That's an American thing.
But I had a
Well, he's in America, so fucking hell, leave him alone.
Sorry, I forgot. All right.
When you get back to wherever fucking hell you're going.
Is that what you call it, Mohican?
But
he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong.
Here's a mute point. So Kyle has a Mohican.
Yeah.
I had a Mohican, but before it was a Mohican, it was a Mohawk because it was short.
When it's bigger, it's a Mohican.
Yeah. That's how we define it. So anyway, I had both.
I'm going to start.
Show us your mohawk.
No, it's not. It's not a mohawk. It's a Mohican.
I thought a Mohican was a person.
Yeah, it is. Of course, of course it is. It's a Native American Indian. But yeah, no. So I had both. So because I looked like that, you know, anybody who had boots and braces, I didn't. Yeah, they're boots and braces.
And that's the thing. The oi bands were skinhead bands.
Yeah, they were.
Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Martens.
Yeah.
Levi's.
Boots and braces.
Fred Perry. And you know, braces and a skinhead. And it didn't mean they were racist, and that's the big difference between.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's a big fucking difference that a lot of people don't realize.
Well, because now it's not like that as here in Orange County in Southern California.
Orange County's bad for that, for the white supremacist bullshit.
Yeah, but you have that in Germany too. You have to be careful out there.
But you know, we go back to our day, and I walked around with and I painted it myself. I had a cartoon of Sid Vicious on the back of my leather jacket where he was standing at the door with his swastika t-shirt on. Yeah. No one gave a fuck. I wasn't Nazi or anything. It was just a symbol of punk rock.
I used to wear one of them.
Yeah?
I was on a CD rally in one of those shirts.
Yeah.
CND rally in one of those shirts.
And you know what? You guys...
What's the CMD rally?
Campaign for nuclear disarmament.
And you're wearing a swastika.
And I was in a swastika with a swastika armband.
I was going to say, I had a swastika armband. Yeah. I had a swastika armband because we were surrounded in Aldershot by memorabilia stores.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the army.
Yeah. That was the style. That was cool.
For £5, I'm like, I was so proud of that motherfucker. And it was an original one from the fucking Germans.
Yeah.
We took it from the bastards. And... just because I was fucking goose stepping through the playground, they kicked me out of school for a week.
Fucking outrageous.
Outrageous. All I was doing was expressing my punk rock side.
Were you talking like the German or were you not?
I was trying, but I sounded like you. I'm going to play a song. I don't know what the song's going to sound like, but I know it's the boys who you bought last year.
Okay, cool.
So Potato
Pirates.
I'm thinking about drinking and wasting my whole day. I'm thinking about drinking all my cares away. Month, boys. It ain't been a good year either, and everything that I touch withers and dies. The things won't click, but at least I tried.
Why won't luck shed its grace on me? And why is it when I give the most, I receive the least? It's driving me crazy.
I'm thinking about drinking and wasting my whole day. I'm thinking about drinking all my cares away. So follow me down to the lair of the beast, where we'll lay to rest our dreams. Baptize me in cheap whiskey, and I'll see you in the morning when I'm able to breathe. It's driving me nuts, boys. The things that we bleed for are all for naught, and I won't stop until Lady Luck's in my bed. The only other option I could see is death.
Why won't luck get its grace on me? And why is it when I give the most, I receive the least? It's driving me crazy.
I'm thinking about drinking and wasting my whole day. I'm thinking about drinking all my cares away. So follow me down to the lair of the beast, where we'll lay to rest our dreams. Baptize me in cheap whiskey, and I'll see you in the morning when I'm able to breathe. Wasting my whole day. I'm thinking about drinking all my cares away. So follow me down to the lair of the beast, where we'll lay to rest our dreams. Baptize me in cheap whiskey, and I'll see you in the morning when I'm able to breathe. Baptize me in cheap whiskey, and I'll see you in the morning when I'm able to breathe.
Thinking About Drinking by Potato Pirates. And they were on tour with you guys last year. I saw them with you guys. They're good.
They were amazing.
Yes, they're really,
Fantastic
really
bunch
good.
of lads.
How do you pick the bands that go on? Do you pick the bands that go on tour with you?
We talked to Ron about it. We were saying we just need a band that's going to complement us, and Ron picked the Pirates. He said, you guys will love working with these guys. They love you guys. They know your stuff. Yeah. So we were really happy about it. We listened to some. I knew some of this stuff anyway. I knew that track anyway.
Mhm.
So I was
That's a good
delighted.
song. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great song.
It sounds like an English pub song to me. Thinking
Yeah,
About Drinking, right?
Yeah. If we could cover that, that would be a song.
Are they an American band?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're from
From
Denver.
Denver.
Yeah.
Do you cover songs?
We used to cover things like First Time by the Boys.
Okay.
Gary Gilmore's Eyes.
Yeah, we did that for a while. That
Really?
was fun. Yeah, yeah. 'cause
Shadow, we recorded Shadow.
Shadow by the Lurkers. Yeah, we recorded.
Did
that
you
too.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you just surprise the crowd with like an old cover every now and then?
Haven't done for a while.
We haven't done for a while. In fact, the first guy I saw yesterday when I turned up was like, oh my God, I've driven all this way from, and then rattled off a place he'd driven for 10 hours. And he said, I've come to watch you play First Time. I was like, oh God, we're not doing that one tonight. He's like, oh, come on. It's the first guy I saw. When I
Get
got
back
there.
in your car and fuck
Oh,
off.
honestly. And he's like, no, come on, you're joking. I said, no, I really wish I wasn't, but I'm not.
But I'm not. So deal with it.
Yeah,
people.
but that's because it was a cover, and you know what, we did it for fun back in the day. But yeah, we just didn't think that translated very well when we were here, you know. But,
Well, they want to hear your music.
yeah, they do. Yeah, yeah. So,
But you know, some of the bands you've mentioned, the Lurkers,
Yeah.
the Adverts,
yeah.
that's the shit. That was the very first wave of 45s that we were buying.
Yeah, it was.
Gary Gilmore's Eyes,
Yeah.
Crossing the Red Sea with the Adverts.
Yeah.
Shadow, it's funny because I played Shadow on my Friday show. I have a show on Friday which is just
70,
just music.
77.
Yeah,
just
brilliant.
old school punk music. And I was sitting there the other night, and I don't know what fucking made me think fucking Lurkers. And Shadow was the song I played on Friday's show. And it's stuff, there's so many fucking great fucking bands.
Yeah.
That you just can never, ever stop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And again, I go back to Ross saying, I don't think I actually got an answer out of you when I asked you, where do you rate the new album against the older albums? And let me just say what Ross said.
Yeah.
We've been doing albums for 40 years.
Yeah.
And this is one of our best. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because the energy that's in everything that the punk
And it's the maturity, too, that goes along with it. Yeah.
Yeah, do you
The
know, it's a
lessons, all the lessons learned along the
yeah.
road,
Do you
all
know
the head
what?
bumps add up.
Correct, and I think you're right. I think we've, this is
Don't
the
laugh at me.
Sorry, this is the nicest period in our history. You know, three guys that have played in a band for 38 years, three guys who've been friends for 38 years. You know that. There's a level of maturity exactly.
So the
as
three
you
of you are
describe it.
original.
Yeah. Me, Stu,
And then you brought the kid in.
And the kid as well.
and then we brought a little Dave.
Does that bring like a fresh
It
breath
does.
of air to the band
yeah,
too?
listen, Dave's
Definitely.
a great musician. He's a great guy. He has his own band as well called the Dogtown Rebels.
Yes, I played them. We were talking about that. I
Yeah.
do play them on my Thursday show.
Yeah.
I love Drink to Get Fucked. I love that 6 o'clock somewhere. Yep, I know
There
that
you
song
go.
very
Let's
well.
get pissed.
Yes, that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no, he's a great musician and he complements the band very well. And he liked our music. He knew our music. He liked the music. Anyway.
That helps a lot.
So
How long have you been in the band now?
I've been with them 5 years now.
That's a little while.
I was 30.
Fucking long.
I was 30 when I joined.
How does it? You now are that member of the band. You're the fourth member.
Yeah.
Because about just before we got talking to you, there was a conversation about the three of them, and I went, but there's fucking four of you, right? But no, I get the three originals, right? You're now a permanent part of the band.
He is.
You know, and a band that's gone away, come back, gone away, come back. I mean, go back to the 90s. Did you do anything in the 90s?
A little bit. Mid-90s and through till 2000s, yeah, we did.
Made an
But
album,
the band
didn't we?
was still together. The band has never broken up.
The band broke up for a while.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we were all, we went off and we had families.
Did your own
and we
thing,
had
yeah.
children.
That's what I hear from
yeah,
a lot of these bands, and they-
But you know what? We still kept in touch. And then, yeah.
And what was the breaking point of bringing you guys back together to play music live?
Do you know what? Interestingly, it was the evolution of CD.
Really?
Yeah, Captain Oi had been in touch with Rondelet and had got a license to take all of our back catalogue onto CD. And then they said, do you guys want to tour? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And then the business said, come and tour with us. We're going to tour around Europe. Do you
The
want to come?
business, that's awesome.
So we got on the tour bus with the business, and and Mickey Fitz, God rest his soul, who is one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. I mean, he's given us such a lot of advice, especially coming to the States. And it's a tragedy that the guy is gone. He's such a lovely guy. But those guys, Stevie Kent, Stevie Whale, I mean, we just had a great time with them and hung out with them. So yeah, one of those moments in '95 where you just come back together on CD, and then from there we're like, why did we ever not play shows? I mean, 83, 84, punk started to die off in the UK. There wasn't any scene for us to go and play. People didn't come. So, it just sort of died a natural death.
It was
which is a
done,
real
yeah.
shame.
It was.
So it wasn't even like quietly in the background.
No, it was
just
done. It was done.
Because I know here it was quietly in the backgrounds, kind of bubbling, waiting to explode.
And
Yeah.
a lot of the bands around at the time, they seemed to take a different direction as
Yeah,
well.
they
Different
did.
style.
Yeah, if you listen
Yeah,
to some of the bands that stayed
yeah.
on, I mean,
If you listen to
is a good
Discharge and
example.
GBH, they kind of took that metal route
Yeah,
for a little while,
yeah.
and it
We
didn't
have
really
a lot of
work
bands
out.
in the show, and
Yeah.
they do talk about that. They do talk about their metal days and how I think
Yeah.
Ross.
I think there was only one.
And TSOL even Jack Grisham talked about that
There you
the other
go.
week too.
Yeah, that's a really good example.
Yeah,
TSOL,
they
for
went
sure.
kind of metally for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being in the UK at that time, there's only one band I remember that stayed and continued to play and didn't change anything they did, and that was Stiff Little Fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, and
you
do you know
know-
what? Bigger and better than ever, aren't they?
They are now,
Yeah.
yeah. But there wasn't many. I mean, there was no punk scene. It was
No, there
done.
wasn't. Yeah, you're right.
And I left the UK in '91. Got lucky enough, Stu, to get come to the US and then got deported. So we can relate there.
Yeah.
You didn't get deported though, did you?
No. But it's just
You were in the
not
jail, weren't you,
admitted.
Dutchie?
Yeah, I was 24 days in El Paso immigration. In fact, I just posted the deportation papers the other day.
24 days.
You learned Spanish.
It's too long,
isn't it?
I learned. I did. I learned Spanish while I was in there. I learned Spanish to fuck off. Don't touch my arse.
La gente es muy loco.
So, you know, I don't know what that means, but
They're mad. People are mad.
if it's a come on line, no, you ain't.
No,
going
it's
there
not.
either.
I was just saying the people are mad.
Hey, when we were playing that song, you mentioned skunks, and I said, "Oh, that thought."
Yeah.
Where were we going with that story?
We were talking about Cocksparrow and the difference between oi bands and punk bands back then, and there was a little bit of snobbery around it, which was ill-founded, really. But yeah, I was in. We played in Skunks. We always, as Bart was saying, we always worked well with the crossover. I mean, we were a punk band, but people thought we were good. The skinheads loved us. We had lots of skinheads come to our band to our shows, and we played at Skunks, which was a skinhead sort of punk, but pretty much skinhead-based club in London. And they had a really dodgy toilet downstairs. You really needed
The best punk venues do have dodgy toilets.
Steve likes dodgy toilets.
Only dodgy ladies toilets. and dodgy ladies. And so you have to really want to go. So I really needed to go. So I went downstairs just before we went on stage. And as I went down, two big skinheads came and stood side by side to me. And so I was having a pee and they go, "Have you got any money?" I said, "Yes, thanks." I said, "No, have you got any money?" I said, "Yeah, I still have." They said, "You're going to give it to us?" I said, "No." And I was thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm literally going to get pulled limb from limb here. And so as that happened, some guy came downstairs and went, "Hey, Steve, how are you?" And they went, "Oh, my God, you're Steve from the band." Oh, my God.
My God.
I was like, yeah. And I grew about 2 foot at that point and went, yeah. And you're lucky I didn't do anything. And then I shit myself and ran up the stairs about 400 miles an hour and went, boys, I nearly got my head kicked in. Where were you?
Nearly got me head kicked in. But you deserved it.
Yeah, I did.
Should have just said, "Yeah, there's my fucking money."
No, fuck that.
deserve it.
You need to go down fighting. You never
He
surrender.
didn't deserve it. No, he did the
Never
right thing.
surrender. I like that, yeah.
Blitz.
I was
was
going to say that
perfect
sounds
timing.
like it is a punk song.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a good surrender.
That's
yeah,
a
never
perfect
surrender.
timing. Perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've played with a few of the best, right?
Yeah, we're very lucky to have done that for sure.
Best band you ever played with? Best night out with these boys, right? Where you show up and you go,
Well,
fucking
he's a
hell.
youngster, so he
I
probably
tell you,
got to play with a lot of good people
Yeah,
that-
but you know
yeah,
what?
that he
Guess what? He's
admires.
been lucky enough to do the last
Yeah.
5 years, which I'm going to guess after 30 years of the way the punk scene went, the last 5 years has probably been as exciting as any 5 years you've ever done, except for the beginning.
That was probably a few months ago when we played at Edinburgh in Scotland. We were on the bill with Paranoid Visions and the Exploited and GBH and the Verucas, all on one bill.
And those are all bands you grew up listening to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's Edinburgh like? Because I say my mum's Scottish, right? But I never went that side of the country. I was always on the
Beautiful. Yeah, Edinburgh's
Beautiful
beautiful,
city.
yeah.
one of the best punk scenes in the UK. They tell me,
Yeah.
or used to be.
Yeah.
It's still pretty buzzing up there.
Yeah, it is.
to be
Well,
fair.
again, there's a lot of unemployment up there, so they're still affected by.
Oh, that's never going to change.
No,
It's Edinburgh.
not. Yeah, true. No.
Yeah. And it's the same. It's the same on the west side with Glasgow and around that
West
area as
side.
well.
Yeah.
Does that affect what happens when does that affect the crowds at the shows? Not the size, but the attitude.
God, yeah, for sure. God. When you see people who come to the shows and you chat to them about their lives and things that they talk to you about, wow. I mean, there's some people who have a pretty hard time.
Because
it's
just to buy
amazing they
when
get to
you're
the shows.
unemployed, just to buy a ticket to come
Yeah.
is like a compliment to the band that they're going to see. You know.
Yeah, well, the one we played, the one that Dave's referring to was Jock's. Is it Jock's sister? who
Yeah,
died?
Jock's sister, yeah. Jock from
and so,
GBH.
Yeah, so it's Punk for Pam. So it was a freebie. We did it for nothing. So it's it's just a free show. And all the bands come and give their time up to go and do that. It's nice to do. We should give something back.
We do that.
Yeah.
Punk does that. I don't see too many other genres of music doing it. No. We do it. I'm always amazed. I'm amazed with bands like you show up, right? That you give your time to us.
Don't be daft.
No, I know, and it is.
It is
You know
amazing.
what? It is. and
we're honored every time bands like you guys show up.
You know,
It's
and
a
again, I
huge
mean,
honor.
when I look at what's in the station today with you and then lower class brats coming down, and then I look last week or the week before, we had the same kind of thing. We had Jack Grisham
And Ross
we had
Lummis.
Ross from GBH
Nice.
on the same show.
Yeah.
And I go, wow, we must be doing something. We are doing something that's part of what you're doing.
For sure.
We're just on the opposite side of it. We're not
Yeah.
the ones on the stage. We're the ones. But I feel like I'm part of it now.
But
Yeah.
we have like rock and roll, punk rock history in studio weekly, and including these guys.
Yeah, but you know what? If you go back to '77, when we first started listening to punk, we used to listen to a guy called John Peel.
Yeah.
who John Peel is. And Steve and I, the original singer, we went to Radio 1 and we stopped in the reception of Radio 1 and waited for this DJ to come in so we could give him our single. So
That's how they used to do it. Yeah.
So
That's
we
exactly how they used
literally
to.
doorstepped him and said, "Hey, John, we're Special Duties. We're from Colchester. Will you play our song?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll listen to it." And to his credit, the guy played it.
Wow.
And we stayed up. It was a show. I mean, we were...
And what his show was from 10 to midnight, right?
Yeah, it was.
On a Wednesday night.
So we stayed up and recorded it on cassette, recorded the whole show, just in case he played our song, and then he played a song, and we were just like, oh my God. And then so we went back and saw
That's gotta be the best feeling,
Yeah, we
yeah.
said to Bart and Stuart, Jesus, they played our song on the radio. It's just incredible.
I'm gonna ask a favor of you, and this is for Kat, right?
Yep.
She books bands on a Saturday afternoon at the Dole Hut.
Yep.
Have you ever been to the Dole Hut?
No.
If you never have, you need to, right? Some of the biggest punk bands in the US have played there, and
A lot
some
of
of them
bands, yeah.
continue to.
Yeah.
And from the UK.
Yeah, all over the world.
It's a pretty famous little shithole, and that's exactly
Shithole,
what it
yeah.
is, right? It's got a
Talk
fantastic
about dodgy
sound
bathrooms.
system,
Yeah,
right?
you'll like it.
I
Dodgy
love a
bathrooms.
dodgy bar.
Excellent.
Next time you come, will you play there?
Be happy to.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because
Be happy to.
I will
it's-
book it. It'll be rad.
It's a place that you guys deserve to play. It's,
I think they'd fit in perfectly.
It takes you back to the original small-time pub club.
Yeah.
They
where
call
you
it the
play.
West Coast CBGBs.
Yeah, and
That works for me.
that it is. Hey, can I play Britain in '81?
You can.
Yes.
Chaoticradio.com, Special Duties live in studio on the Sunday afternoon. Give us a call, 909-360-8330. Watch our YouTube channel live now.
Look out of your window in the middle of the night. But don't go outside or you'll die of fright. Make sure to stay indoors when it's dark. Don't risk the price of a nasty scar. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in 1981. Make your own kid from a broken home. He never knew his father, his mother's on the dole. What kind of future has society for him? He'll rebel against the system like another victim. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain 1981. Black man, white man, out of work. They can't live together, they treat each other like dirt. Foreign propaganda says we're in a state. I hope they drop the bomb before it's too late. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain in '81. This is Britain.
And that's Depression from Special Duties off of 77 and 82. We have Special Duties live in studio.
You said that's so American. Depression.
Did I really?
It's depression, like defense.
How do you say it? Not American.
Depression.
Depression. Not depression.
No.
Depression's when you're depressed.
Yeah, we don't emphasize the D.
Oh, okay. So it's depression. There we go.
Just saying.
Innuendo bingo, that shit.
Do you find it different being over here?
Yeah, we do, and we end up using words over here because people look at us like, "I'm sorry," and then you say something and you go. The woman this morning at breakfast said to us, "Can I just ask you guys? You're English, aren't you?" And you go, "Yep." "Can we ask you one question?" "Yep." "Do you guys really call each other blokes?"
She asked you that? That's
She
funny.
asked me that at breakfast.
Yeah, a waitress.
Waitress. She went, "I'm really sorry to ask, but do you guys really call yourselves blokes?" We go, yeah.
Or geezers.
Or geezers. And she went, "Geezers?"
And then someone piped up.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't Stu, was it?
Yeah, I said like an old geezer, like him, like
Oh,
Stuart.
fuck. No, but see, the difference is, right, we use geezer. You could be 18 and you're a geezer,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right, but when you come over here, a geezer is only an old person.
Yeah, that's funny. But then Bart will call
Yeah, like Stu, yeah.
Yeah. But then Bart, our guitarist, will call everybody mush. You heard
Yeah.
that?
Oh, well, yeah, because he must have lived with the pikeys then.
Yeah. So
You're
he's-
not a pikey, are
No,
you?
he's not.
Fucking
He's not a
pikey.
pikey. He's an ex-firefighter, Bart. He's a real regular, stand-alone top guy, Bart.
Yeah?
He's a retired firefighter. How cool is that?
Retired firefighter, now a fucking punk rock
Punk
superstar.
rock.
Always a punk rocker, but a retired firefighter. It's just
How
the
long did you
coolest
do
thing
that
ever.
for?
30 years.
Man and
Really?
boy.
Well, you think if you can run into fire, you can handle punk rock, right?
Yeah, too right.
Yeah.
But while you were, so all the time you were a 30-year firefighter and all the time doing this as well?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whole 30 years.
Kat, are you okay?
It's the
You keep
stupid
knocking your glass
it's the
over.
coaster. No, it's the coaster sticking to the glass. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking amazing. I'll give you a fucking... you have no idea how much I admire that shit.
Yeah.
You
too
put your
right.
life on the fucking line every day, dude. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
And now even worse, you're in a band like this.
Yeah, punk rock. Yep.
Still putting my life on the line.
Did you? I tell you what, you could.
You were under fire.
This
You
is
can
more.
handle
This is far
shows,
more
yep.
dangerous.
Does it? I'm going to ask you a rock and roll question, here, like a rock and roll superstar question. When you find yourself in a position like you were last night, right, and you go, "Hang on a minute, I could take any one of these bitches back to my room."
The crying girls in the audience.
That is what you. Oh, he did take him back to his. No, you fucker.
No,
Dave,
Dave
no?
didn't. Dave was in his room with me. I shared my room with Dave last night.
No, because last night you were superstars.
Yeah.
And you could have had your pick, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And did you?
No.
Why?
We're old. We want to go to bed.
No time for that, right?
We don't have
I'll
time.
tell you who I slept with last night. Him.
Bart. No. Do you know
Gave
what?
each other a tickle.
Yeah. No, we needed to go home. We had a nice cup of cocoa and went to bed.
You was on late, weren't you?
Yeah, we were. We were on at midnight.
I know. So when you got there at what, 6, 5?
Oh my
You
god!
got there early.
No, you got there when Narcoleptic Youth was playing. That would have been like 4 o'clock.
It was. It was
Yeah.
around 3, 3:30.
Now in the UK, do shows do you play at midnight there too?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so it's something you're used to.
Yeah, when we played at Rebellion. We played like 1 o'clock in the morning, something
Okay.
like that.
What
So,
time
yeah.
do shows go to out there?
Again, it depends, but
No,
yeah,
Normally up to 11.
yeah,
Oh, really?
The
That's
curfew
it?
there, yeah.
yeah.
But
Oh,
are you?
okay.
Are you drinkers, like serious drinkers? That it's if you get to a show like that early, is it tough for you not to get fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You just have to pass yourself.
You can say it live on radio. It's okay.
Oh, I can out here.
I do try and keep myself under control.
We try and keep you under control, Dave.
So when you went on stage,
Steve, you don't
Depending
need to.
on the
I can look
perspective,
after
right?
myself.
We know.
no, you can't.
It's-
Because even if you can, they're your free dads right there.
Yeah, they are. And we're as three. And the ladies love Dave. They literally they
Oh,
want
really?
to. Oh, they just want to. I mean, there was-
Why?
He's got a baby face.
I don't know.
I mean, you said it. We think it, but it just he's a real hit with the ladies. He's a very clever guy, is David, and the ladies.
That's my man right there. That's what I'm talking about, Dave.
And the ladies love him, and so we've nearly lost him on a couple of occasions on tour when,
get kidnapped.
ladies want to take him home.
So have you done it, Dave?
Wow.
Are you married or anything like that?
No, I'm completely.
Have you not given into the rock star shit?
I'm completely single.
So
What is
are
completely
you gay?
single?
No.
So have you not given into the women then? And come on, be honest. Get back up to the mic.
Come on, David.
Right, Dave?
All right, yeah, there have been a couple of occasions where I've been nearly led astray, but I think...
What
Really led astray. What's wrong with you? You're a rock star. You're supposed to go with that.
I know I should.
You should be lining them up outside,
Do you know
son,
what? There was
banging
a-
them out one at a time.
Literally.
I guess I'm a little bit too reserved for myself sometimes.
He's a little
but-
bit British at times. Yesterday, he came off stage and some girl just kissed him straight on the lips the minute he came off stage.
Yeah, taking a selfie with me, and then tongues are gone. I'm like, oh, no, whoa. No, not.
Yeah, we thought we were going to lose him last night.
You should have lost him
were tr-
last night.
Yeah, we encouraged
Hey,
him. But
come
anyway.
and spend a couple of weeks at the radio station. I'll
See.
get you
Yeah,
into the
I-
American thing. I'll sort you out, son.
And that's what we've been telling him,
Dutchie.
haven't we, boys? We've been telling him, come over,
we've
come
been
over.
telling him for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
When I first came here, everyone kept, you hear that in England, right?
Yeah.
Oh, when they hear your accent.
Oh.
And I mean, I was even fatter than I am now. I was fucking huge when I
Fatter.
came here. I was 215 pounds when I came over.
Wow.
here, which is what? 15 and a half stone.
Yeah, English, please. Yeah.
But all you had to do was open your mouth. And you had
And we keep
somewhere to
telling
put
Dave
it.
that. It's all you got to do, Dave, is open your mouth. He doesn't like it, though.
And once you spend the first month and you get used to it, you just stroll down a bar, see where the nicest bitches are, and then go, "Hello, mate, could I get a bottle of Budweiser?"
Oh, that's all over, right? It's all over after that.
It's all over, son. It's all over.
They have no chance. It's like a deer in the headlights. Wait, what?
Oh, my God, you're English. Oh, my God.
Yeah. See, and when I didn't even have a story to tell. I mean, when they ask you what
Yeah,
you're
you're in a
doing
band.
now,
You're in an
I'm a
English punk
fucking
rock
rock
band.
star. This is us last night in front of 1,500 people, sold out show headlining motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'm glad you're telling. I'm glad you're. We tell him, Dutchie, we tell him every week.
What about the other three of you? Married?
Yeah.
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 They say yep, and that's
Yeah,
it.
we're not married, we're partners, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And they're good enough to let me go, so that's just good enough for
no,
me.
because that's a different story altogether.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course
you
it
got
is.
your woman
Yeah, of
back
course
home,
it is.
and you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly that.
You could sneak one in now and again.
I mean, no one would know, right?
I'm going to play
No,
another
but no.
song. I'm going to play it because he was walking down the street as a Nazi.
What
Can I?
song you're playing?
Of course you can.
CND.
Oh, that's the song.
Campaign for
Nuclear disarmament.
Destruction.
Yeah, nuclear destruction and the way we discarded it.
Kaoticradio.com.
A beautiful disaster.
I got
Special
I tell
Sunday
you what,
show.
fucking special Sunday. Special duties in the fucking studio.
Special needs.
Fucking tell me about it. I fucking love it. You know what? I got Sal from Sal's Photos.
Yes,
sitting there
thank
taking
you, Sal,
photos.
for stopping
Want to
in.
thank him so much for doing that. You know what? We're going to be done in about fucking 15 minutes. Then we're barbecuing. We got Lower Class Brats coming
Yes,
on.
at 4
Black
o'clock.
Lung Show at 4 o'clock.
That's gonna be another
Fuck it,
great
if you're
show.
in the area, come down. Bring
Come
some
down,
beer.
join us.
Bring some
BYOB.
wine.
Bring some meat for the barbecue.
I got some meat for your barbecue.
Yeah, you
right there
do.
for you.
Ah, there we go.
Dave's got
Sausage,
some.
maybe sausage?
Well, oh, shut up.
Chipolata, maybe.
Ooh.
They don't care about me.
They don't. 5 days a week in a factory.
5 days a week in a factory. I can't see anymore. Just pay me. Say I'm lucky 'cause I got a job, but I'm better off and I don't get more. But still they don't care about me. I'm not earning no free money, and I don't get no free sympathy. But I won't take no charity. I go to bed late every night. I have to get up early, just ain't right. I gotta be at work by 8 a.m. for another 8 hours. I spend them and still they don't care about me. That I'm not earning no free money, and I don't get no free sympathy. But I won't take no charity.
All BS just won't do. ChaoticRadio.com.
What's the point of marching for the CNP? If Russia drops the bomb, it won't save me. I don't wanna die, but can't you see? There's gonna be a war, then let it be. There's gonna be a war, your views won't count. So what's the point of marching if what you say don't count? The politicians and leaders will be the first to know. While we'll be queuing up a nuclear death row. CND, it don't for me. I don't wanna live in a weak country. CND, it don't for me. I don't wanna fight for a weak country. What's the point in marching for the CND? If Russia drops the bomb, it won't save me. I don't wanna die, but can't you see? There's gotta be a war, then let it be. There's gotta be a war, your views won't count. So what's the point of marching if what you say don't count? The politicians and leaders will be the first to know. While we'll be queuing up a nuclear death row. CND, it don't move me. I don't wanna live in a weak country. CND, it don't move me. I don't wanna fight for a weak country. CND, it don't move me. I don't wanna live in a weak country. CND, it don't move me. I don't wanna fight for a weak country.
And that was CND by Special Duties, who we've had live in studio all this wonderful Sunday afternoon.
Before that, they don't care about me.
No, they don't care about you.
No one gives a fuck, but that's the best thing about it.
Yep.
Very fucking short trip. Came out Wednesday.
Yep.
Going back tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the life of a rock star.
That's awesome, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Because they came out here special for 2 shows.
Yeah.
That takes a lot
No,
of effort.
that
to
side
come
of
out
it
here,
is,
yeah.
but I mean, that must be fucking a tough fucking turnaround.
You'd be tired when you get home.
Yeah, we will. But you know what? Hey,
It'll be
you
worth
can
it.
Sleep while you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Truly. Yeah, we talk about that a lot. But we flew into Philadelphia, did one show, and flew out again. We were there for the weekend
And
over
did like an
Thanksgiving.
overnight thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole day of travel.
Yeah, it is. And this, you know, the flight here, we were delayed for 3 hours, and then the flight was 11 hours. So, you know, we were on the plane for 14 hours. I mean, that's just a long time.
Yeah, that's like 2 days of travel. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And so the first day, you're totally screwed up. And then when we go home, we'll
Oh,
be
plus
screwed
the
up.
time difference and
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
too.
I mean, like
It's
now,
like
what
8
time?
hours.
What time is it now, Dave?
It's nighttime.
It's getting on for 10 o'clock at night
10
over
o'clock
there.
at night, yeah. So it's weird. So, you know,
It's
like,
time you grab them women. That's what time.
that's
Hey.
it's time for that, David. Come on.
There'll be a time and a
It was
place.
a very
Fear
serious
not.
David,
discussion.
last
Yeah,
night
very
was-
serious discussion while that music was playing.
Then you're going to have problems not being able to get them away from the women.
That's not a problem. Fucking hell. How's that a problem?
That's never a
You'd be like,
problem.
where's Dave? Where's
He's
Dave?
a 35-year-old man. It's never a problem.
They can get another drummer, bass player, guitarist,
Bass player.
Singer, whatever.
whatever.
Whoever.
Where is he? He's between a woman's thighs. Then let him be. It's rock and roll.
That's how it's supposed to be, right?
You ever see Mick Jagger get dragged out of there? Probably not.
I mean, we just watch, to be honest.
Because you're too old to
live
do it.
No,
You
because
live vicariously through the through.
yeah, we were talking to a lady yesterday, and we were saying, you know, the band.
lady?
Yeah, she was a lady. She was well. She
Lady?
said she was a lady.
Lady.
She was a lady. But we were saying, because it was looking like Dave and her were going to get it on, and we were just sort of saying to her, look, you know, we're all married, so you know we can't do anything, but you know we'll probably watch. Is that okay? And she was fine with
And
it.
as a lady, she said, "Yeah, of course it is." Yeah.
As a lady, yeah.
She was totally fine. Dave was a little bit worried.
So, a question, serious question, because of the time.
Sure,
You want to go another half hour? Or you want to go out and barbecue?
we're happy to stay.
Yeah.
Stu, what's that mean? That you just not?
I don't know what I was doing. What was I doing?
You were doing this.
He just
That's
put
what
it-
you do when you fucking old.
He
Dutch,
means he
innit?
needs another
You just
beer.
lose rid of
He's
what
got
you heard about.
Parkinson's, Dave. He's got Parkinson's. He can't keep his head still.
Like a bobblehead.
It's like one of those bobbleheads that you have on the front of your car.
I feel like
I'll do anything.
I was actually nodding to someone who walked through the door.
Oh, were you?
someone came in.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Bring him in the studio.
Yeah.
I feel we should do. Let's do a commercial. Let's play another song. Do a commercial.
Yeah,
Come back for another 20 minutes, and then we'll go outside and get fucked up.
absolutely.
Sounds
Whatever
good.
you like.
Sounds good. ChaoticRadio.com
Fucked up
special
already.
Sunday brunch with special duties live in studio.
Listen up, think out of the mind. Celebrity is the only way. We're not gonna know that's what I think. A revolution
let that guy you call the boss interfere with your entertainment. Chaotic Radio, chaoticradio.com.
We're back with a beautiful disaster special brunch show with special duties. And yeah, we are going to talk about your love life.
Non-existent.
You could have a really good one. You're a punk rock star. Come on.
I know.
That's always something I've wanted to be. Is someone on a stage, on a big stage. I only got to
play.
Yeah, I play in a band.
Yeah, I know you do.
I only got to be on a decent stage when I say that. No, it's unfair for me to say that because I look at it from my point of view, and I was the guy in the pit. So one night we got to support the Angry Samoans at a place where,
brilliant.
you know,
Nice.
where tickets are sold on Ticketmaster and all that kind of shit. And my band couldn't understand why I said this is one of the most important nights of my life because I was the one on the stage.
Yep.
Although I've been on the stage many fucking
When was
nights.
this? Was this?
2 years ago.
Oh, so this was a part-time
Yeah,
okay.
M15. Yeah. And they had, you know, very unpunk, like two big screens either side of the stage and sound checks and a fucking pit going. And I was like, what the fuck?
That was big time for you, Dutchie.
It
Yeah.
was because I'd always been the guy looking up, you know? And it was really exciting for me. So it's something I always wanted to do. This radio was something I never crossed my mind. It just happened. Don't know why, don't know how, but it just happened. Here we are.
It fell on your lap.
Yeah.
Yep, fell on my lap too.
But the whole sorry, I can
My
fall
lap.
in your lap.
You can fall on my lap, Dutchie, anytime.
But it's a combination
Did we
now.
watch?
I've been able to do both. Well, you watched last night, didn't you? So it's exciting as fuck for me. It's exciting as fuck for me to be able to do this and be part of the scene and go places and be backstage with bands. I mean, when we met Angelic Upstarts last year.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
At the Observatory.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's one of the fun stories of me being a teenager was jumping up on stage with the Upstarts in Farnborough.
Yep.
And Mency allowing me to grab the mic and sing Teenage Warning with him.
Yep.
And 40 years fucking later, sitting upstairs at the Observatory, interviewing him. And being brutally honest about, I mean, the guys, they grew up in a fucking shithole.
Yeah, they did.
Right? At that time, I'm not saying the town's a shithole, but probably is. Never been there. No, unfair. But his honesty.
Yeah.
And my honesty when I go, you know what? Margaret Thatcher, to me, was a fucking hero at that time because I was a bricklayer. And
Yeah.
I was earning a fucking fortune.
Yep.
Who are you going to vote for as a 17-year-old when you're earning $500 a week?
Yep.
You know, I hear some huffs and puffs right there.
Yeah.
Right? No, because
I fucking cannot.
No,
Anyone
you know,
who says Margaret Thatcher
no,
was a
but you know
hero.
what? And here's where my honesty kicks in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about being honest.
Yeah.
I bought a house when I was 21. I was earning but I was working my ass off, right? And I'm watching the news and hearing other people around the country go, this sucks, that sucks. And it doesn't suck for fucking me, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And it's not that I'm getting anything for free. I wasn't. I was working my ass off. Now I know, and that's where punk had exploded, and the different lyrics from different bands, right? And I never felt that hardship, you know.
Yeah. But those guys did, didn't
I
they?
felt the music, and I was a big part of the. I couldn't control that my old man was rich. I couldn't control that my old man dropped me to punk shows in an brand new XJ6 and was the biggest employer in our town. He employed more people in our town. So in another way, he affected, even though he was making the money, he employed all these people, right? I couldn't control any of that. All I could control was I was a punk. I loved the fucking music. And I was out there. That was that. So as I grew out of school and as I got a job and was earning great money and Thatcher was in control, I couldn't relate to the out of work coal miner or the out of work guy in wherever he fucking
If you don't
is.
know about it, you can't relate.
Right.
To
It's
it,
a whole
can you?
different point of view.
So when an election comes around and they say, who are you going to vote for? I'm going to vote for who's looking after me because I don't know you living up there. And me and Mency had this intense conversation about that.
Yeah,
I can imagine you did.
Therein lies the problem. I'm going to vote for who works for me. That's the problem, isn't it?
But
That is the
It's
problem.
Me.
Right.
Me don't fucking work, does it?
But Menti was the nicest guy.
It does
works
when you.
for
It does
me.
when you're 20. I
Yeah.
think, and I think now.
Yeah, you're right.
You change the way you think and the way you look because at 55, I'm going to vote for my kid
Yeah, you are.
and her kids.
Yeah, you're going to vote.
You
You're going
know?
to vote for a stable country.
Yeah.
For them to live in. Yeah, you're
You
right.
know, and as 21, I'm a greedy fucker who wants a new car, and I've got my house, and you know, yeah, I get up every morning. And here's the thing, I was getting fucking wasted every night, puking on the way to work, puking at work as a bricklayer, right?
You're getting thumbs up back
Right,
there, yeah.
right. But
I can
when,
relate to that.
but went to work every day on a construction site. I wasn't some fucking 9 to 5 fucking guy. I was a construction worker.
I've just done that for 32 years. So.
So
He's semi-retired now.
was I wrong or was I right?
I can see where you're coming from. I'd say you're probably wrong. But in your mind at the time, you was right.
Yeah, and I think from Bart's perspective, you know, with the firefighters and those guys who were just getting squeezed by Maggie, yeah, those were bad times for anybody.
Yeah.
In the public service.
If you don't know any different,
yeah, those were
you
bad
know
times
what you
for
know,
us.
didn't you?
And that's what that's the thing growing up. That's where the songs that you do now, when you write songs now, because earlier on we was talking about what you're writing,
Yeah.
and the sound hasn't changed, right? And the attitude hasn't changed. But what are you writing about? Does it change?
No, it doesn't, because the world hasn't changed much, has it?
The old lyrics haven't changed. It still remains the same.
Yeah.
Lyrics as relevant today as they were then.
Well, the English was trying to kill the Scots, right?
Yeah, that doesn't change.
200, 400, 600 years ago. I mean, we live in a country that's got so much history, right? And economies don't change. They do over every 20 years.
Sure.
But they don't, you know, the Romans went through the same shit that we go through. We've got punk music, which we didn't have before, but we've had music.
Yeah.
Does it matter what we did before to what we do now and what you do now and how it relates to the kids who are standing in front of you?
You can only learn through experience, can't you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to
like
say.
we're old cunts, aren't we? We experience things.
Yeah,
You know, the
big
kids
time.
of today haven't experienced things, but they are experiencing things now through us. They're learning more about what goes on through us, and not just us, but other bands like us. You know,
I think kids are better informed now. You know, there's
They have the media to do it. They have the
Yeah.
internet. They have
we didn't
cell
have that,
phone.
did we?
No,
We
no,
had none of
no.
that.
I think kids are much better informed, and I think people have all of that, and they'll sift that, and they'll take from that the right things, the things that work. For
Hopefully they will. Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I think the ones I think within the scene, I think those
Yeah.
people are a little bit.
Well, they did. Like I said earlier, like we used to pass around the cassettes. They pass it around now through the internet. They
Yeah,
do.
they
They
do.
have their own way of doing it, which
Yeah.
is more effective
I
than
think
we
so.
were able to. Because
For
we would,
sure.
if we wanted a cassette from a friend in the UK, like with pen pal in the UK, they would have to send us a cassette in the mail, take 2 weeks to get to us.
Yeah.
You know, even buying import records from the UK. I remember being 13 years old, paying $80 for a record to get shipped by mail 3 weeks later. Now you got to download on the internet.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly that.
Or order it the next day on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Life's more exciting today.
I agree.
It's better.
Yeah, but you don't have that buildup of waiting for that CD.
No, you
for 2
don't.
weeks.
You know, you don't have. And people talk about, you used to have this camaraderie of standing in line to buy a ticket.
Yes, when you would have to wait outside Tower Records or Licorice Pizza, then 24 hours the night before for a ticket that you want to get on sale, and hope to God they don't sell out before they get to you in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens if they did sell out before?
Then you sit there and you cry.
With new friends.
And there's nothing else you can do about it but sit there and say, "Oh, I missed it by like 5 people."
So how'd you get a ticket now then?
Internet.
Yeah, and how much are they normally?
A lot.
Exactly,
A
exactly.
lot.
More
So
than they should be.
Yeah.
big man's come in it,
Yep.
buying loads of tickets and ripping us off.
Because you have
Still.
and then you have the fees, the ticket fee, and then the processing fee,
Yeah.
and the
And the
handling
insurance
fee, and
fee.
my God.
So how is it better?
How is it better? That's a great fucking question.
I think I miss waiting in line for a ticket at 2:00 in the
Well, I'll
morning
tell
with
you what,
weird
then
people coming up. You know, it's like
the
a party
next time
time.
there's a good show at the House of Blues, I'll tell you when the fucking box office opens.
And we'll go
and you
wait
can
in a
go
ticket.
fucking
Okay,
get 'em.
can we make a
All right.
tent, Dutchy? You
Take
and
a
me?
10.
No,
Well, how
because
about-
they'll beat the fuck out of me again.
Yeah,
Take
true.
a 10.
We'll have a chaotic party.
No,
waiting
you
to
know
get
what?
party.
It's technology. Things move on. You know,
Yeah,
and
it's
it. We were talking earlier. You know, passing your vinyl out at shows. It ain't changed.
No.
It hasn't. It hasn't. It
I
ain't
got a
changed.
cassette the other day, but the thing is, not everybody has cassettes now. So now it has a little download card in it. Somebody came and handed me a cassette to show, hey, can you play
Really?
music?
Do you know why?
Because nobody has cassette players.
Exactly. So what the fucking
but
point of fucking?
I have a
releasing cassette?
collectible, really cool cassette with the
It's the
download
fucking
card,
point.
so I can
Don't
download
tell
the
me
music.
this, fuckers. Fucking pisses me off, you fucking dumb cunts. You fucking get a cassette. You release it. No one can play the fucking thing.
But it's cool to have.
It's not
Yes,
cool.
it
It's
is.
stupid.
Yes, it is. No.
Don't tell me when people tell me, "Oh, you used to be able to feel vinyl."
You can bring me all the.
You can
cassettes
feel a
want.
fucking CD. It's a little bit smaller. It's just about the same size as a.
It's
7-inch
not the same
single.
as
Fuck
vinyl.
off.
No way. Nope. You
We
get
should
the little
release
pop
one of
and
those
crackle of
8-track
vinyl.
things, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, 8 tracks. Oh, God.
man.
Analog. Here we go.
I mean, you fuckers have been around since it began. You know, you saw.
With rocks.
What, the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, music on rocks. Yeah.
We
Only you, Stu. Only you.
we used to know Jesus.
Jesus.
It don't fucking exist.
Yeah.
Get used to it being fucking. I never get used to asking a guy, "What's your name?" It's Jesus. No, it's fucking Jesus. You cunt. But you know, special duties, old school punk, D-Mob, Pistols, Clash, right? We were lucky enough to be there at the beginning.
We were.
You say there's no scene back home. It must make it exciting. Okay? You ever thought of think about now coming out and doing just a California
Yeah.
tour?
Yeah.
16, 20 fucking dates.
Yeah.
Well, they're playing the Doll Hut next to the time they come out. For sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Does the rest of the USA take you the way California does?
This is the best that we've
Southern
had. We have-
California.
yeah, but you know when we play on the East Coast, that's pretty special.
The East
too.
Coast is pretty good.
You think in the
Yeah.
New York, New Jersey area would get you guys pretty good
yeah,
too?
they do. They do.
Yeah.
And we
Detroit.
played, when we played in Philly, that was a sellout show. So yeah, no, they get us really well over there. But then you travel across. I'm sure it's for every band the same. You travel across the country, and it becomes more sparse in different.
Middle
places.
America must be a little tough.
Yeah, it is. It is a little tough. Yeah. And
But that doesn't change no matter
No,
where
no,
you're
it
fucking
doesn't.
from. Could be Justin Bieber and it's a little tough out there.
yeah. So the East Coast and the West Coast works well for us. It's just filling in the gaps. But there's plenty of places. There's plenty of cities we've not been to. Plenty of cities want us to come. So who knows?
Have you done South America? Ever?
No, well, we talked about that, didn't we, Bart? We were saying,
Or
yeah,
Indonesia.
yeah. Again, we
Why wouldn't you?
we would. And do you know what? It's just about we're simple about that kind of stuff. People say, "Would you come and do?" And we go, "Yep, absolutely."
I think Indonesia and South America eat you guys up.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, for sure.
Because they both have huge punk rock scenes.
Correct. And we've talked before about going out with the Casualties or something like that. Going out and do something with them, doing
That'd
some
be
shows
great,
with them.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's just a question of someone making it happen. So we're very up for it. And Indonesia, God, we have a guy out there who sells our merch. We're big
Yeah.
in Indonesia.
I have my Thursday show, like I said, I have the DIY all around the world. There's a
Yeah.
lot. They take it very seriously, the punk rock.
Yeah.
It's almost like a political thing because they're
It
not
is.
allowed to. They get their head shaved. They get their mohawk shaved. They get
There's a whole
they get their
Sharia
clothes
law thing
taken
that
away.
goes
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's something precious to them.
Yeah, it is. And we know that would work for us. So yeah, just someone needs to make it happen.
I'll come out there with you.
You'd be very
Fucking love
welcome.
you'd be welcome.
You'd be very welcome.
Give me a shout. I'd
That'd
love
be
to.
funny.
Fuck
yeah.
going to England. I've been to England.
Go to
Yeah.
Indonesia.
You know what
It's a
that's
Kaotic
like.
Radio Indonesia.
I've been to Blackpool. Fuck it. You know
Yeah.
what? I've
It
never
was
been
It's
to
still a
Indonesia.
shithole.
Let's do a live show out there, Dutchie. I'll go with you.
Let's do it
We'll
because
Indonesia.
you're right. You got a Blackpool. You know what it's going to be. It's going to be fucking freezing. It's going to be fucking rainy. Oh, there's the beach. Oh, look, there's the Blackpool lights. There's the Blackpool illuminations. Oh, Blackpool fucking tower. Fuck off.
saying that last year the weather wasn't too bad for Rebellion.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut in the snow sometimes.
Oh my god, I love it.
I love that. Dave,
A
you
blind
are
squirrel
officially
finds a
a
nut in the
blind
snow.
squirrel.
Blind squirrel
Based on
in my
that,
house.
because Nicole posted this and said this is her favourite song, I'm going to play Mutt.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
And get Nicole. come and get Dave.
Categorator.com.
One is full of strings of pull, magic's in there. Time has come, I'm real and done. Wish I was there. Hammer the phone, dial up your home, but there's no answer. What shall I do now? She's teasing me, pulling with her to say mine. Not pleasing me, pulling with her to say mine. phone, and it starts out. Windows free, start on the spree, and it turns there. She pulls the gun, I'm surely hung. Why don't you kill me? Make the world right. She's teasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. Not pleasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. She's teasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. Not pleasing me. I'm really sick, and I'm in there. Sensation's sick, the rhythm's quick, and now I've been there. I'm in a rut, in a mud. She wanna kill me, will she kill me? Really sick, I'm on the drip, feels a dick now. Stood a bayonet up my head, guess she's safe now. I need the time to purify my mind. Don't ever let them give me my liberty. She's teasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. Not pleasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. She's teasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. Not pleasing me. Full of strings I pull, magic's in there. Time has come, I'm real and done. Wish I was there. Hammer the phone, dial up your home, but there's no answer. What shall I do now? She's teasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. Not pleasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. She's teasing me, fooling with a twisted mind. Not pleasing me.
By Special Duties. I love that song. And that was for you, Nicole Hunter. We know you love that song too. And thanks for recording that last night at Special Duties. We just had a great conversation during the commercial. It's always towards the end of the shows where we have these great conversations.
And so you know what? What we should do is do commercials for 2 hours and then put the live.
Well, we're live on YouTube, so they can hear that on our YouTube channel, right?
I don't fucking know. I'm
No?
not a DJ. Stu told me that.
Really? They hear the song. They don't hear the.
Do they hear it on the Carl's
No.
nodding? Do they hear that on the YouTube shit? No? I
No,
don't
they
know.
hear the song.
I have no fucking clue. I just
When it comes
own
to
the
the
place.
music, it plays the music, so you don't.
That's
really
right,
See,
yeah.
I should have went live streaming on that then, because we had good conversations.
Well, I don't even remember what it was.
I don't either, but it was good.
Money.
Yeah, money. It was this discussion
about
of
rap?
between rap and punk rock, and I was saying, rap started out like punk rock, kind of.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, no, Bart brought it up, and he had a great fucking point. Why is punk treated the way it's treated? Basically,
It's got a bad stigma
No, it
to
doesn't.
it.
Again, I want it to be available so that the general population do not hear punk music. We're a really close knit family.
Well, I know here, like in Orange County and stuff, where I first started, where I grew up, it was bad. It was violent. People got hurt. People got killed. There were cops after everybody. So I wasn't allowed to go to shows. Anything to do with punk rock. My parents hated because you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get killed.
Yeah, but
It
rap's
was
not
bad.
like that, is it? If you go
No,
to
it's
rap,
the same
it's all
thing.
happy.
It's the same thing. That's why we're saying, why did that stay around and why did punk rock get shunned?
Did you get an attitude with me then? You
little
fucking
bit.
got an attitude with me then.
You can spank me later.
Right, show's over. Dave,
We're going to watch.
oh yeah, Dave, take my place
That's
for
what
me.
the green room is for. See, Dutchie don't turn it down.
Cool.
Dave, learn from Dutchie. Yeah, he takes the opportunity and runs with it.
You say, yes, David. That's all you need to do. Yeah, would you like, yes. I haven't finished the sentence. Yeah, but you said it was something like, would you like to? And the answer's yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I said righto.
Righto.
But yeah, I wonder because I think I've listened to the music all my life.
But your daughter likes rap, right?
Yeah, there's no camaraderie like there is in our music. We don't have a lot of violence. Not any. There
used
never
to be.
was.
Used
Nah,
to-
not where we
in
grew
Orange
up.
County, you've heard the stories. Back where I grew up.
It's because Orange County people are stupid.
True. I'm not going to disagree with that. Sorry, guys, but
They all want to outdo the next. But there wasn't that much violence in punk in '77.
Not in England.
No, there was.
Well, that's what we were saying. You guys pogoed
There was a
up
lot.
and down.
There was a
We
lot
didn't pogo.
against
We had
us.
like
The Soul Boys and those kind of people, they used to hate the punks. We used to get in fights every single week.
Are those the
Yeah,
English
but
gang members you were talking about last week?
Yeah, but it wasn't punk against punk.
Oh, no.
It was,
Oh, no,
it was genre against genre.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it
Rude
was.
Boys. It was Scar against. It was Skinheads against. It was punk against. But it was never punk against punk.
No,
Punk was always just together. Yeah.
I love the song. I love the fact you wrote a song called Punk Rocker.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
It was the last song, really. It was the last song of that era, '83. And it was really about...
That seems perfect for that, though.
Yeah, it was. It was a sort of swan song,
Well, I was listening to the.
You fucking thought at that time.
I don't know if I was that clever, really. But I think we just thought, you know what? This is for the punks. This is about you guys, you want to stand and watch your favourite band. That's fine. Just stand. Just stay looking right.
We felt it
It's
dying.
good.
I don't know. I did. I felt. I
Yeah,
mean,
we did.
It was kind of like, now what do I do?
Like the down after all the
Yeah,
excitement.
what do I do
the
now? I mean,
letdown?
because I was an original punk. I was there in '77.
That's crazy that you.
in '76 it was T-Rex and Shawadi Wadi, and then
Shwaddy Waddy.
Right? Were you a Shawadi Wadi fan, Stu?
He's smiling.
We liked
I like
Gary
Steve
Glitter,
Harley,
Mud,
Gary Glitter,
Steve Harley,
Slade,
Courtney Rebel.
Yeah, Courtney Rebel.
He drummed for him, but he wasn't a fan.
Who drummed for him?
He wished.
Drummed on his fucking kitchen table.
He drummed for he drummed for dirt. Do you know what? That was the thing. It's funny. After that, when we all gave up, there was I wanted to stay in music, and I went for an audition. Jesus, listen to me. Well, because I'm the original bass player, as you know. And
Wait, Punk Rockers Edition?
No. I went for an audition. You know what that is? Yeah. So I went. I wanted to be in a band called. There was a band back in the day called Southern Death Cult, who became Death Cult, who became The Cult.
Oh, I was gonna say I heard it said in Death Cult. That's exactly where it's
Yeah,
okay.
and they became that. So I wanted to stay in music, and so I went
I was
to
a
an
huge
audition.
Cult fan for a while,
Yeah,
so.
well, yeah. So I met the Cult. I went to the the record store. Come on, help me out.
Recording.
The record label.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know. I've got my own teeth in today. You can tell, can't you? Yesterday I borrowed
you ain't got
Stuart's.
mine.
I borrowed yours yesterday. I should have kept
No
them.
wonder you denied that beer I tried to give you. Yeah.
Oh my God. And you can see why I don't drink. And so I wanted to be in another band, so I was going to try and be the bass player for the Cult.
That would have been rad.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I would have played stadiums and all
Rad,
sorts.
yeah.
But then, truthfully, then I would have never been with these guys
Mhm.
38 years later, and I'm so glad that didn't work. I mean, Stuart went off to be the drummer for Dirt for a while. He lost his way for a while. How long were you a drummer for Dirt, Stuart?
2 years.
2 years.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, listen,
Had a good time.
we loved
Taught
that.
me a lot of things.
Yeah.
Taught me a lot. And you go on about the Cult, Southern Death Cult. They was influenced by a band called the Waxwork Dummies, remember?
Yeah, and Stuart was the drummer for the Waxwork Dummies. So yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, but anyway, here we are.
So
still
yeah,
doing it.
here we
It's
are,
great.
and so we talk about, and it's funny because we normally get on to the question of, and I fucking hate the question, but you can't get away from it. And you mentioned earlier when you went, I fucking don't want to. You do a song and you end up sounding like the Ramones, or you sound too poppy.
Yeah.
Punk was it. The original punk bands, and it's hard to put. I'm not going to put names on who the original punk bands were, but they were there. Is there a particular, and I'm going to go real quick, it's just going to point fingers.
Yep.
One band that influenced you?
The Ramones.
Slade.
Discharge.
There
Big
you go.
variety of bands here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slade. Like
Slade. Yeah. Slade.
I sat down and thought I was Don Powell, sit on my mum's knitting needle box playing like
that's
in
what
front
you
of the mirror
heard.
with
That's what
knitting
you heard.
needles, you know?
That was what you had to go on.
Yeah.
Lurkers.
Yeah.
We are Chaos Brothers. We are Chaos Brothers.
I know where Stu's coming from with Slade and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
That was all. That's what you had, but that was the best that you thought you had.
Yeah.
So you'd go with that. So I know. Yeah.
Discharge.
Yeah.
I tell you what, punk rock bowling this year. Half of Discharge stuff, I fucking hate it.
They had a good
But
show though.
half of it is
Was a
just the
good
most
show.
unbelievable.
And he's another great guy.
I'm not in
He's
a
another
hardcore
really nice
punk,
guy.
but
Who, JJ, you mean?
the whole band.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're all really nice guys.
JJ,
Yeah, but
Tez
JJ's
Bones,
awesome. Yeah.
I met him last year at Rebellion, Joe, and
Really down to
saw their
earth.
fucking
Yeah,
set.
super down to earth.
And I said,
He's a
oh yeah,
huge
Stuart
Special
at
Duties
Special
fan.
Duties.
How good's that?
And he goes, fuck me, man, I was playing that on the way down here in the van. Special Duties, one of my favourite
Yeah.
bands.
Fucking hell, see?
And they
it's-
were fucking
Doesn't
awesome
that
when I
feel
watched them
good?
play.
Yeah, it's funny.
It does.
Yeah, it's funny though because we were playing
It's brilliant.
Discharge in the car on the way to the, and they were playing ours on the way. So you just think, well, that's cool. isn't it?
Unfucking
There's a
real.
little bit of respect
Yeah.
there. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, funny. Funny how that
Gentlemen,
works.
thank you. I'm humbled
Thank
again.
you.
Let's shut this down. Go grab some fucking beers.
We're gonna barbecue.
Wait for Lower Class Brats and Ryan Penny to show up.
And
for
everybody out there's welcome.
Clack
BYOB.
Luncher. I'm gonna play out with some super hardcore shit just because one of you mentioned it. Love you to death. Next time you come,
We'll be here.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely.
We'll barbecue again just for you guys.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Chaoticradio.com.
Hey.
You've done it all. You've broken every code. Pulled the rebel to the floor. You spoke the game, no matter what you say. But only metal, what a bore. Blue eyes, blue eyes. How can you tell so many lies? Come up and see me, make me smile. I'll do what you want, running wild. There's nothing left, all gone and run away. Maybe you'll tarry for a while. It's just a test, a game for us to play.